welcome everybody to session
Hey, you know this one.
37
and a half.
of Blood and Shackles. Good, no question. 37 of Blood and Shackles. Last time, you were looking at me like I'm wrong. Don't you look at me like that. Last time, the party were camping out on the road outside Port Peril, ready to have a nice friendly chat with Brinthorn, the leader of Naruma. And yes, you saw her arriving along with an escorted what you assume to be some mercenaries and another individual. And Altair took the lead in a conversation with her that went a lot smoother than probably you imagined at the time and potentially that I prepared for, where you came to some sort of agreement, although of course it was understandable that she is clearly very angry about what had happened at Naruma. At least you would beg of her to at least make an attempt to have negotiations before going down the route of war, without
that motherfucker.
Exactly, without attempting some other sort of avenue of diplomacy. And she begrudgingly saw some sort of point to it, and at least the first steps of a. Oh, I guess I'm just checking. Good roll, nice, good roll. At least maybe it's worth her looking into, which she agreed with. But she still did not. She still, didn't want to at least do it from a position of no power. So it's still on the way towards Port Peril to discuss getting aid, regardless of if it's a war or not. She at least wants to have some forces before going back for discussions. Yeah. So that with that being happily handled, you what's it called? You figured out that it was time to head into the Toa Uplands. You had, I'm trying to remember exactly how it worked. You left Cooper behind, right? Who is now going to stay in Port Peril, and kind of you gave him.
He's kind of keeping an eye on.
Sending a message. You kind of spoke a little bit to this person who runs a shop who used to know Shelby, to discuss being able to send a dream message to you if necessary at some point during the journey. If Port Peril, was a hub of activity and there was something you needed to know. But if that is not the case, he will just stay there for the next few days, weeks, however long it takes for you to return. You previously had the boat shored up for a month, and I'm sure people will be able to figure it out if you need to be even longer than that. And then yes, you set off into the Toa Uplands. I guess I can move this token a little bit. Maybe I'll make it a little smaller. You little guys, you just have been heading down, walking through this highlands to get into this
Walk
area.
through the valley of the ghosts.
The ghosts. A area of the Toa Uplands, with fabled stories about the amount of incorporeal inhabitants that lie within.
Very bad weather.
Covered by this kind of misty shroud of fog.
Power bombed me.
Exactly, the coats the ground here. And yes, it was very shortly after you arrived in the Valley of Ghosts, actually, not long after kind of coming down from this hillside into the valley itself, that you were attacked after witnessing a show of, or a display more than a show almost, of wrestling performance and maneuvers by two strange luchador-esque ghosts that, noticing your arrival out there, got into a little bit of a fight against you. And yeah, you realize some of the difficulties of having to fight against these horrible incorporeal creatures, or your weapons ineffectual, the lack of vital points to strike at, so on.
Yeah,
but
they're
eventually,
my hard counter for sure.
Yeah. But eventually, after a tough battle, you were victorious, and they were vanquished for at least a while. Of course, such is the nature of ghosts that it's hard to say they are truly ever gone. But then you continued on going where now, and described before, the valley kind of opens out, it isn't just this kind of narrow crevice, this hallway, down through these miles of mountainous valley. It kind of opens up to be this large, maybe a couple of kilometers across even kind of forest, and there's a river at some point which, kind of use to get to, not boundaries.
Bearings.
So yeah, exactly, a bit more accurately, and you then sent out camp for the night. While you were kind of setting up camp and beginning to rest, you also began to hear the faint sounds of drumming, especially right at the outreaches of his ears. I don't think I can really say that, but I will.
This is a real bitch like that.
Just of hearing, I don't know.
The edges of your hearing exactly some strange sort of like rhythmic drumming, but much too late to get involved in anything like that. And while you heard it again a little bit throughout the night, it was very quiet. And of course, in this kind of valley, it's also very hard to tell exactly where the sound is heading from. It is kind of echoing against these mountainous walls. But yeah, we will begin in the morning as you wake up and have luckily been unaccosted throughout the night. Just to remind you, it is still very hard to see. Your visibility is limited. Times between like 50 to 100 feet where you can like make out shapes, and beyond that, you kind of just see like big shapes like the mountainous walls around you, but nothing with any real detail. Oof, a lot of talk.
Yeah, good intro. So I heard the drumming. Did Atar and Johnny after me heard it as well? On the watches?
Nate heard it on the watch. I believe it was just you and Nate. I don't have out here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I never did. Even when you tried to point it out.
I neither.
Yeah, you're making shit up.
Yeah, exactly.
You need to get your ears checked, bro.
He's got the bird ears, they're very good with certain frequencies of noise,
It's what did, like they say, like Legolas, what did your elf ears hear? Like, like they don't ask what did Crixel, what do your bird ears hear?
Well, they didn't have a bird, or maybe they would have,
I only
Birds are known for their eyesight.
Heard the drumming, so I'm not sure if Nate did.
Sorry, Nate, what?
I only wrote that Crixel heard drumming.
I thought you did in Night Well.
I think once other people pointed out,
Oh,
both
okay,
you
maybe,
two
yeah.
did.
Yeah, Crixel heard it at the beginning, and I think
rolled,
See, not crazy.
rolled and still failed.
yeah, I mean, maybe you're like, maybe Crixel's convinced you, and it's like placebo, but you think you heard it or something. I think actually when I heard it was on your watch, not when Crixel pointed it out. I kind of see two groups of rolls here now with my.
Okay.
Could be from shooting my firearm next to the ear.
They're just still
Normally it's your brain, but
yeah. So you wake up in this morning at hard to tell exactly the time, but your stomach starts to growl, which is the sign to wake up. Yeah, I'm guessing you're just continuing to try to further in, or are you interested anymore to see if you can hear any more sounds, or what is that?
But if I could recall, the sound was coming vaguely from the direction we were heading in, right?
Exactly, yeah. You think it's at least like down the valley from you rather than like, where you came. That's kind of...
Yeah. Okay, so I think we soldier on our guard.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe we could do some exploration activities. Start a little slower.
Maybe you could. Yeah. Do people want to, like, you do the hop speed and then see if they can do some, like, scouting or searching or any of this stuff?
I mean, I can do it and still be faster than them.
Yeah, we can do two.
Yeah.
So you can do two. Wait, is that actually a thing you can do? If anyone
Not
wants
sure.
you can go to the party token and like drag on what you have to do, or you want to be doing.
I don't know. Do you guys want to do that? Is that?
Yeah, of course. So Crixel, I guess, suggests in the morning.
Yeah. Nate, do you want to go fast or go slower with stuff to do? Mia. You want to go fast or slow with exploration? Okay.
Can I drag it on?
You should better like click the plus maybe, and then like
The plus where?
on the party token. There's like that.
But so I can have the full party thing open now.
And then exploration tab on top.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
And then
And everyone can give himself full HP. I'm sure Johnny helped with some dirt over the night.
Wait, did
I'm sure,
that
right,
work?
Johnny? You wouldn't hold that.
No.
So I think you have to actually like press plus, and then it'll go into your sheet. And
Yeah, but then it goes to my exploration, which I have nothing set there.
You don't have it. Okay,
yeah, you need to create the actions.
Well, that sounds dumb.
You can drag them on. You can like control space and search for like scout, and then just like drag it on and stuff like that.
I mean,
What is it again?
Control space.
God, I hate that it's that.
Oh yes, Johnny is scouting around. Not Johnny, sorry, Nate is scouting. Good work.
I guess I can do some avoid noticing. Doesn't really help that much
It's very easy.
if nobody else is. That's true.
That means
But then maybe I lose track of my party.
it's kind of nice. You get to roll stealth initiative. If
It's the same though for me.
you're gonna be maybe hidden at the start of an initiative. That could be nice.
Yeah, that's nice. That's
Good
nice.
downtime activities. I'm trying to
Yeah.
get them all
Exploration
now.
activities, you mean?
Let me look for this.
What other ones?
Defense, detect, follow the expert hustle.
Follow the expert,
Oh,
nobody informed you.
Investigate. Investigate could be worth.
Sure.
Search.
Detect magic.
Search
If
is
you
a
have
downtime?
it.
Maybe
Yeah.
It's also downtime.
Exploration, not downtime.
Thing. Search is like you. Yeah. Search can also be where like just search a little area. You like you're like so fast you're going back and you're checking to make sure you're not missing anything hidden in the scout is like just basically for enemies, like but searching more for like any sort of interest.
I just realized you can do the browse on your character sheet and it'll open all of them.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice.
Then you can just drag them over. So defend, detect, magic, follow the expert.
Browse.
I might do that sometime.
Assume a role. What the fuck?
Host spirit. What?
That's some weird shit. Once per day.
Impersonate. Yeah.
This is like these aren't excavation. Like it's
right? Where does this come from?
Excavation is everything that isn't like in turn or downtime, right?
Yeah.
So it's also like treat wounds like excavation be injured out while traveling, right? I think traveling activities isn't always the same as like
Sure.
Huh.
Track.
There's some cool stuff in here.
Here at this point, I don't care.
Sure.
Take a breather. Oh, there's a stamina thing. Okay.
Yeah, you don't have that. You know, that sensor action, but then you do that once a day. Yeah.
Squeeze. Don't mind if I do.
My exploration. I'm gonna squeeze.
Cover tracks is an interesting one. You know?
I'm gonna do investigate because I think I'm the.
Yeah.
I don't know how to finish that sentence, but I'm something.
I will do scout. That.
Nate's also look like he's scouting, but
It's two different directions, you know.
Yeah, I mean the fan requires a shield, so not applicable.
He's not
right.
Ian, but if there's any like cool.
Right, then you always get to be in stealth initiative. Like be like.
Okay, I use recall knowledge as a secret check to discover clues.
That's cool. That's cool.
Does it say which one like the skill's based on? Stealth, like what is stealth? What is like?
I mean, a lot of them don't have.
Just, yeah.
It's like any recall knowledge, so it doesn't have to be int. It could be like also a society check or like a religion check on nature. Or, also uses wisdom.
It is specifically skill exploration activities on the bottom that are like coerce or
survival specifically.
Yes.
Survival would be.
Or yeah, so
sense direction is survival. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Track is survival as well.
Just gonna do void notice.
Yep.
A sense direction might be pretty useful.
Are you doing anything, Johnny?
We already have a scout, so.
I don't think anything special.
Johnny, you good at survival? You want to sense the direction, buddy?
You are good at that.
We're in the mountains, I'm not really good at that.
Yeah, you're like, go forward, come on, idiots.
Look, there's mountains everywhere. That means everywhere's north.
wait a minute.
That works, right?
Yeah, I mean, I can do survival.
North to the mountains.
Some survival.
Yeah, you do like some sense motive or whatever. Yeah.
Sense motive.
Not sense motive, what
Specifically on Crixel and this drum.
Sense motive on the mountains.
No, it's just motive on Crixel and the dogs Crixel living. I'm crazy.
They're hostile. Actually, they're alive. It's sound of music, really.
Nice.
Okay, so now you're traveling, and so now because you're a little slower, you're not going very quickly anymore. So now you only go 8 miles a day. So that means you get okay about a third of the way through the valley, or maybe a bit less, but you make decent progress. Okay, so yes, you start to go out. That day, you're all kind of on edge, especially after what happened the previous morning. But you keep on going through. Goes hiding in the fog. You kind of lose track of him straight away, and it's difficult for Nate to scout. But you're doing the best job you can. Give me a survival check, Johnny. I think everyone else's it happens like at the time.
Are these hidden or?
Yes, this will be hidden.
We are not discerning weather patterns, predicting upcoming weather conditions.
No, not unless you want to be doing.
I mean, I don't think
You can do that well with a second roll if you want to see if you know what it's gonna be like. Okay, Johnny, yeah, you're a bit confused why they needed your help with survival. Like I said, there is a beginning of a river here, and it seems to be going in the direction you want. So you're kind of like follow the river, but it's
But where the water is.
okay, yeah, exactly. It's kind of nice, but then you can go into a dip in the water every so often, So that's also very nice. And there's like some nice river mud that you can use whenever you have aching calluses on your feet due to the long walking after the day. Have like some mud bath on your feet all the time. Yeah, it seems to be going fine. But you do notice it would be who exactly would notice it first? You'll do survival. I guess I mean you'll notice, but I'm gonna roll d4. Not exactly. Okay, Crixel. So yeah, you're investigating, right? So you're kind of keeping an eye at the ground, seeing if anything's changing. Also looking around at a certain point.
Mm-hmm.
And you see, at one point, there's you're walking along to by the river, and then you see some signs. It's almost, you think, not quite tracks, but where maybe even the beginning of it, where you see there's a point where I don't know how to describe it. It looks like something or someone has been to the water and maybe done something here, either washed or filled up water skins or used it for something. The ground here is a bit more sort of looks like there's been some kind of moves and ruffled. It's kind of hard to see except you're right there, but you're kind of looking around quite detailed.
Okay.
So you see that the signs.
I'll point at us. Yeah. Like peasants. Don't think beasts.
Exactly, and of course, it's also interesting when you've been walking through the Valley of the Ghosts. Part of the reason it sounds so much is, although you might occasionally hear birds and everything, it's very devoid of animal life along the valley floor. And of course, the ghosts you see before have no sort of effect whatsoever on the ground they walk in, right? So this sort of physical presence is a little disconcerting after the day in the valley. But if you point it out, you can also anyone who goes to have a close look and give me perception to see if you can also figure out any more about searching this sort of place. You can also give me the perception quick score.
Ooh, okay. Yeah.
Anyone can if after you point it out, go look at it.
Sounds good.
Look for any tracks of drums.
Okay, Johnny, you've also been, kind of sending the way as well. So while you didn't notice this, maybe first Crixel was a little bit ahead. Once you come over and have a look, you can quite clearly use your survival knowledge as well as your your very good perception here, kind of figure out what happened. And you think indeed it looks like some probably maybe one or two humanoids, judging by the size of the movements and the marks in the grass, were here at some point. You don't think too long ago, but when you kind of look around the ground, because everything is so undisturbed due to this location, it's kind of hard to tell exactly how long ago it would have been. So maybe it would be more in the phase of a week or two. But you can even make out with your perception, you kind of see tracks leading to and kind of from the river. So it seemed something came here probably to take water and then left again. Okay. And you're pretty confident you can follow the tracks back to the direction.
Back here, bros. Something came for water.
Do we
something like a human or a humanoid? Or...
You can tell from the tracks it's humanoid. You think yes, not a four-legged animal, something on two legs.
Definitely on two legs, bros. 2 legs. Could be human.
So still can't rule out a bear.
But
can't rule out a bear. Fucking, it would have been a really light bear.
I don't see
one of those ones that stands on two legs and walks
long,
around.
Bro.
Just dances around.
And everything.
Escape from the circus. From the circus that we were previously in.
The start of the show, yes.
Shit.
Could be good sign. Friendly.
It is at least
people living
to know that they have bodies. That's good. I don't like ghosts.
It's a start.
Hopefully this means I can stab them if it comes to it.
Yeah, ghosts are very annoying, aren't they?
I mean, we definitely.
Is it?
check
Do
that
the
out.
tracks go in the direction that we were heading?
So it's kind of like Johnny can make out there's like kind of two like sets of track, like one coming towards the river and then one going away. So something was like maybe going a path and then like went to divert to the water and then left the water again. And
So it didn't like go to the water, like it wasn't going from where it was to the water
and back to the same place. No,
It was
like traveling along
going
the travel.
somewhere.
It stopped.
Oh.
back to water, yes.
And continued on its path.
Exactly.
Got it.
See what I mean?
Oh, I
But
see.
the it seems that the tracks not like directly. I don't know how to. So like I guess I can draw like quickly a line to see kind of what I mean. So if you imagine you're going like straight, right, and like this is the river, and you're kind of walking along it, the tracks were kind of coming from this direction to it, and then like down kind of a little bit. So like they technically were like it seems they're like leading in the way you came from, but like not directly along the river. And this place is like wide enough and certainly misty enough that you easily could have missed something if there was something to have been seen in your.
Are
direction
there
you came.
imprints kind of like on the side, like where it's maybe a little more muddy next to the riverbank?
Yeah.
Where we can see the size of like the footprints? Are they booted? Are they?
Johnny's pretty confident it's like a medium humanoid, and it's like you don't see toes or anything like this. So you think they're wearing like footwear, like you see kind of like the imprints of boots, but it's hard to tell
Okay.
if like elf, human, or dwarf, any of these things.
Sure. Yeah. Are we talking like a child-sized foot, or a adult-size, or like a Shaq-sized foot?
Shaq.
Shaquille O'Neal.
Oh, Shaq. Oh.
I actually tried to use a basketball player that I assumed everyone
I
would
know
know.
Shaq, but I thought you meant like
Shaq.
so like Shaq, like a Shaq, like a.
Oh, that'd be a hell of a D&D monster.
It's fairly well known to have like size 16 shoes. They are literally like fucking clown shoes.
Yeah, there's some stories out there of his big feet.
Fucking Shaq, exactly. These are like, I mean, it's I don't know, US or fucking EU sizes, maybe around a size 40. EU. I don't know what that is.
Size 40, okay. That's pretty medium.
No, it's pretty medium. It's pretty like
Yeah.
like it's hard to make much. It doesn't look like a child, doesn't look like a
Okay.
giant, but like it could be like
Size 40 EU? That's like small US.
It's on the smaller side. Yeah.
That's true. It's probably a little below average for humans. Yeah.
That's right.
Okay.
Wear men's size shoes. That may be.
Man, yeah.
I think women's is like 38 average and men's like 42 or something.
Look at Buddha print, like
Yeah.
this guy's got small feet now.
Let's follow him a point and laugh.
Oh, everyone knows. Oh man. Makeup shoes
Okay.
today.
Oh yeah, no, 40. Like if it's men's sizes, 40 Europe size is like a 7.5 US. I
Isn't
wear
that small?
10.5, and
Okay.
I have average feet.
10.5 is like decent. It's like
10.5 would be like a 40.
I don't know men's sizes.
that's about
Yeah,
it.
I got something
I
like
think
this.
I'm a 43. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Anyway, this should be a little small for the average adult.
Ooh, suspicious. Suspicious. Well, what do we follow or not get distracted?
Yeah, we follow. We need to check that out. Sure. I mean, we're looking for a humanoid. Last somewhere in this one, so.
True. Does fit the bill.
Embarrassing.
Wait, I think back on Morvesh's and about his feet. How,
Honestly, that's kind of why.
wait, what?
Society, Jacko.
Society, fuck.
By the
I
way,
mean,
I'm not trained.
if we find them, now that Neil has the bard, he can do this. How about that being named?
Now you think back, I mean, you may be a little smaller than you would imagine from such a grandiose figure, but you didn't stop to measure, but you remember not being impressed.
I mean, he did make it
For a human,
literally
it is
in
small.
my skull.
Exactly, that was impressive, but not.
I'd be glad he hasn't. Yeah. Okay.
I didn't.
Could be.
Okay, so you want to try to follow these? Sounded like that was the captain's order anyway.
Yeah. I mean, even if it's not him, it's possibly his captor or companion or whatever.
Did he have a?
Might have information, at least.
I mean, we don't know that.
Usually travels alone.
Yeah, he's like a lone wolf kind of guy.
But those he meets, he leaves an impression.
I mean, most people do in the mud.
Oh, how long ago? Maybe recent, if it's still here, right? Kind of like pointing at the tracks.
Look to Johnny.
Yeah, so Johnny, yeah, give me another survival check. Actually, I should have asked.
Roll.
Johnny, the survival expert. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very expert.
It's difficult to say. You think Johnny, from like this place, because it's so like untouched by other kind of creatures, you're probably underestimating how long things are here for. If you know what I mean. Like you've seen that at least also in the valley, it's quite sheltered from like the environment, from like heavy wind and rain. So while the tracks look like they're fresh, like maybe less than a week, you think because of this location, it's possibly longer, like in the span of 1 to 2, or even up to 3 in like an extreme situation. But you think that's maybe less likely.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Exactly that.
Oh. Captain's orders.
And yeah, Johnny, you need that same survival, which I guess you kind of like start to follow them back after like inspecting them, and yeah, you continue walking on. So you found these like maybe at about like 11 a.m. and you kind of start backtracking a little bit in the day. Okay.
I asked
Just
Crixel
changing
if
time a little bit.
the direction where the boots came from is roughly kind of the direction that the drum sounds came from.
As opposed to like where they're heading. Is there any way to make that triangulation?
Like general, seemingly similar directions, or are they like opposite directions?
Like they're not opposite. Like the drums also sound like they're coming in front, and it sounds like these people, based on tracks, are also coming from in front. But like the side of Valley On is kind of hard to tell.
Fair.
At least they're probably moving away from where the drums were, kind of. Okay.
Yes.
So,
at least the last place you heard the drums.
About our friend that we're looking for, is he a musician? A drummer, maybe?
If he is, he was a humble one. Unlikely.
I guess he wouldn't come here into these mountains just to learn how to drum, would he?
Instead of responding to the Pathfinders. Don't think so.
Yeah.
Or something is very wrong.
Don't know the case with you.
Okay, so you travel back for a couple more hours, kind of following this path. Johnny's doing a good job tracking it. It kind of goes off a little bit from the river, and kind of is almost following now more of like the side of the mountain in the valley, rather than like in the middle of the valley like you were going. And then you are following it, and suddenly in front of you, like out of the mist, you begin to see what looks like you make out the side of what looks almost like a camp. Before you can make out any details, like what's inside there, you see actually like a tent, like a small one, so like placed up like kind of against the mist. And as you're like a little bit closer to try to see what you can find, you actually see kind of coming out of the fog, not a very nice sight. You've seen I guess you can say places of battle before. This one looks similar, but of course also very different, maybe based on the enemies that you kind of imagine as you kind of get a closer look. You probably with being a fort here. You see some figures lying like kind of around the camp, like next to this old remnants of a fire. There seems to be a dwarf. You see 2 dwarves kind of nearby this kind of fire, and you also then when you like kind of get a bit closer, as you kind of wait for a second, but you don't see any signs, or they seem like deathly silent. You also see another dwarf actually kind of a bit further off, kind of at the foot of like the kind of mountainside. And yes, it's strange because like they're clearly dead. You can kind of see straight away the way the bodies are lying and everything. But of course, there's no signs of blood anywhere. There's no sort of like signs of the battle except for like the physical the damage to the ground and so on. So it's a little of an eerie sight.
I look towards the others for answers.
They're dead, Jim.
Yeah.
Not just.
Johnny, can you?
Yeah, can we still make sense of the tracks? Like, do they go and are they these 2, or is that just Our
Yeah.
person we're tracking or whatever we're tracking went here as well.
Yeah,
And
so
it's-
Johnny,
You want to roll or?
Also,
yeah, you can kind of go over, like, check the bodies and see do
Yeah.
they fit, like, would they have made the kind of tracks and everything.
yeah, and when
Yeah.
they died.
pulling the boots off and
I mean,
Exactly.
if the tracks
Yeah,
are
exactly. If
covered,
they
then
die, exactly. Yes, of course, yeah.
then the time of that, then
Yes, you can also give me a
someone
medicine
else.
check for like the time of death / how they died and all that kind of stuff as well, Johnny. So you
Okay.
can give me a survival medicine.
Do you need... Okay, I can both.
Because if the tracks are 2 days old and these guys are dead for a week, then there is someone else.
But okay, no. So the survival, yeah. So you kind of check to see if they look like they could have made the tracks. You kind of go over and you think, for a dwarf, this is a respectable shoe size, and you kind of lift up the boot and you kind of like hold it in your hand and you're like, this looks like an EU40. So you think that part is at least fairly plausible. In terms of the time of death, it's kind of difficult. Most of the wounds you kind of spent your life looking at from very kind of mundane, like maybe cutting yourself with some coral or accidentally stabbing yourself with a fishing hook, and more recently the more severe kind of sword and injuries. These, of course, the body is like kind of untouched in terms of like scars, but you kind of see where it almost like been like drained of like life force kind of there, and it reminds you of how you were feeling after the previous fight against the ghosts, where you even though your skin might be clear and undamaged, your body certainly wasn't, and the same here. In terms of death, in terms of how the bodies have kind of reacted to the exposure, it is quite limited here. So again, it's very hard to be precise. You're not also an expert at this kind of medicine, like the autopsy version, but you think it would roughly fit in where maybe these bodies are a little bit more recent, like maybe you still think at least a week, but you think it still probably fits in with the timeline of the tracks. I will say, as you kind of go around the campus, you kind of like going up there, and I'm assuming the others also like following Johnny, so don't like leave him, too far behind. You also do see there's like like scattered weapons, kind of lying, next to the bodies of the dwarves, like as well as the one that was like kind of like trying to be near the cliffside for some reason.
Would
On the mountainside.
would the number of weapons correspond to the number of bodies? Or
yeah. So I will say, like, as you're kind of looking around, I mean, you also kind of get this impression when you're looking also like the armor of some of them, like these weren't like. I can also describe you a little bit, like what a D-dwarf.
Yeah, well, I want to try and figure out why they were here. So yeah, like any signs of like if they were warriors or like
exactly
traders, merchants.
They do indeed look like. Also, they were probably quite experienced travelers. Like this, the tent is like simple, but like good quality and rugged, and like tell by the way it placed together. And two of the dwarves, the ones that are like near the campfire itself, are actually wearing armor. It's like actually like kind of like a full plate, like proper armor, like dwarven, like heavy stuff. These dwarves are not maybe similar to ones you've seen. Actually, I guess from the way they're all, maybe if you had seen dwarves, they would have been also this type. But from our at least ideas of what dwarves look like in our heads, this is not what this dwarf look like. They actually are clean shaven and have kind of like short hair. So they're very different, than the initial image you might have in your mind. They also all have like a band, like a headband kind of thing, made of like some colorful, very nice fabric, like almost like some sort of silk, or kind of like some similar blend, just kind of tied around above their eyes. And yes, they're
clean shaven.
Yeah, clean shaven. Yes, definitely dwarves. You can tell from their stature, their build. But for like if you weren't sure, probably some people might consider them just to be like strange looking humans. Yeah, so they seem to be like some sort of like warriors or something like that. And yeah, if you kind of look around the camp more, yeah, there is these like few goods, like these quite nice looking weapons kind of lying around, the armor, and also just like more mundane stuff as well, like cooking supplies. You see some water skins, and also like almost like a I don't know, like a big water skin you probably would take for longer travels, kind of thing. Like, one to use if you were traveling further inland, probably similar to what you have.
Any religious stuff, like symbols?
Give me a religion check. You're kind of like peeking out. You don't see any that immediately like you recognize, like as a god you're familiar with, but some of them have like it's hard to tell if they'll be villagers or like more like clan or something like this. You're not sure.
And
okay.
does it look like they were trying to put up a fight, or were they caught unawares?
It looks like they were trying to put up a fight. You can imagine, but they're like wearing armor and the weapons like lying out near them. Maybe they were caught unawares, but then like grabbed their weapons and tried to fight back.
Okay.
That's like very hard to tell. But they at least were in a fight at a certain.
So it wasn't like they were just like lying in bed or sitting down in the table. Like it very much were like active, trying to get away or fight, hold them off, and perished.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Just painting the picture in my head.
Exactly, painting the picture in your head.
What is wrong with these dwarves other than their dad? Kind of like pointing. Where are their beards?
The fact that they are dead.
But they should have beards, no?
That's just
like Tango have feathers, dwarves have beards.
You've never seen a plucked Tengu?
Narrow my eyes.
Consider yourself yourself lucky.
Tango chickens.
But no, it is, I would say, typical. Not impossible, but it is typical. They might be, maybe there's a different type of dwarf.
Yeah, anyone who wants can also roll me society to see if you know more about like the dwarves who are natives to this kind of area. Nate,
public or secret?
Secret.
Secret, yes. Yeah. Nate, you don't see any really symbols that you recognize at all.
God damn it!
There was some kind of like, but you have time for decorations or just something else.
I'm so sad because I actually rolled okay on it.
Okay.
But that was
I
rolled private GM, yeah, instead of blind.
Roll again.
Click the wrong button.
Pepperoni.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll tell you, see these are some like freaks, probably put out to die in the wilderness. Nate, on the other hand,
social outcast. They were forced to shave their
exactly. Forced to shave, expelled. Nate, you've spent a bit more time in Port Peril than the others in your previous days. You've been on ships where you previously what's it called? Been on like boats which might have had Mbeke, which are like the kind of variety of dwarves called Mbeke dwarves, or like Mbeke they would call themselves, who are quite easy to identify compared to other dwarves because they have like dark brown skin, and they usually have like kind of darker eyes and darker hair, and they indeed normally present themselves quite differently to other dwarves, where it is very common for them to shave their beards and crop their hair close to their skull. Most reason is, unlike most dwarves who live in like cold climates, the ones here are mainly from the Morangi and therefore have much more annoying insects and everything to deal with. Where having short hair and no beard is just much more practical than the norm that from other people consider beards. So these seem to fit the description of Mbeke dwarves quite closely to your mind.
Sounds far-fetched. I think outcasts more likely.
Yeah, but I still, think my mutant theory is still very possible.
As you're searching around you, so they have also all these like kind of mundane camps, blah blah blah. There is like you see like in one of the packs. I'm guessing you're not being too shy, and you're like kind of looking through stuff to see if you can find out what happened here. You do find like a kind of notebook or something, but it's written in Dwarven. I don't know if any of you speak Dwarven.
I'm not even gonna.
I actually checked. None of you speak Dwarven.
Why you ask?
Because I'm like, none of you guys speak Dwarven.
Dwarven pirates? Crazy.
Have you seen my ears? Come on, bro.
Yeah, you're anti-Dwarven ends. Yeah. So all you find is kind of like very strange runes, which you're not even really familiar with the lettering of,
Far less evil to speak devil, really.
Exactly. Exactly.
Wow.
No, like two Tengu in classic and all this shit. Okay.
Yeah, so I speak
so,
what it is.
Yeah, you speak Yoda. It's fucking good, and we have.
That's kind of related, maybe.
I like it, because
I mean,
based on stuff you actually
to
did,
be
right?
fair,
I like
until we met the fire guy,
Firebrand.
Firebrand guy that taught Crixel, we had literally seen or met a dwarf in the campaign. So
true.
Or in the life. There's no dwarf in Ulster Reef, right? No.
Nope.
Come out years ago.
But so you find this book, but unfortunately it's indecipherable for your small minds.
Small minds.
Okay, so do they have any equipment that we might want to.
Some of it does look quite nice, I will say. You see, you
Well,
see
that's
lying
like-
next. So the weapons. I mean,
Okay.
I'm actually gonna like. I will drag on something to this map that you can like look into.
Does
I named it Ghost Camp.
We have another.
does our magic user have detect magic or no?
He does.
Shit, 100.
That might be useful.
Oh, one other thing you see
Grab
littered
that.
about, kind of like lying on the ground, are these like smashed vials.
By the way, just to
Drug users.
them not being well, two of them at least not being.
Yes, I decided I'd never bother mystifying simple +1 stuff because it's a waste of everyone's time.
Yeah.
You hear that,
fair.
Jacko? Don't stop mystifying it. It's a waste of time.
Sometimes, yeah.
Ooh,
If,
plus one full point.
if you're like low level and it's high level than you, I see it. If you're like level 9, it's not gonna pop.
Yeah.
Like whatever.
I think I've stopped doing striking even. Yeah, it's fine.
Can I try to?
The dwarf who's near the mountainside is the one that has this like kind of very strange looking leather armor, by the way, with like these almost like
Yeah.
ribs coming off it. It's very unusual.
Ooh, cool.
Me too.
Try to identify the unusual leather armor.
Yes, I can post that demo.
You can do that.
Full plate.
I mean, I have all the skills, but the ones that are usually used for that. So yeah.
I will say the unusual objects, by the way, which
Okay.
which are kind of like very strange looking. They are like in like the packs of one of the dwarves, and these kind of like they almost look like origami kind of things, like this kind of like origami looking shape.
Is it gonna let me drag this onto my character sheet?
With, like,
I kind of
or
doubt
with
it.
some like some red ink on it.
Oh,
you
oh, it
dragged
did.
Yeah,
I think.
you can,
I mean,
you
it
can click
didn't-
this thing, by the way, to identify. And,
Yeah. Well, I said no because normally you have to be like within a certain range of the thing you're trying to.
When you don't have a token, I think it's just like
Exactly. I figured it wouldn't let me, but it did. So, so I'm just putting it to the spacious pouch after a second. But how do I to try to identify it?
You can
Is there a
click
way to
one
do
of
it
these
for?
buttons, right? You don't see them on the.
Oh, okay. No, I do now. Sorry, I hadn't looked over there. I was looking. I was trying to think if there was a way on the sheet to do it.
No, I don't think so. This is like a module. It's not built into
What
the system.
what is my skills like? I forget. Occultism is the only one I think I got.
I can so yeah, that I can describe it before you play now. So that one is this like leather armor with this strange thing. Oof. No, I'm afraid out there your knowledge magic is
Nothing.
kind of basic and kind of book learning,
Yep.
but not too much of your old experience, sadly. But just to describe this, the only so there's like that weird sort of like origami with like this kind of writing on its thing. Like there's two of them that look kind of very similar to each other, and then the sickle is interesting. It has like the blade is kind of like pitted and everything in it. Oh no, wait. Oh, that's very weird. No, actually, right now it's actually not that pitted. It's like kind of almost curved, like a very thin blade out there. You actually have a sickle, right? So you're kind of familiar with them. It's like very thin, almost looks like not that usable. But it's also you see kind of like it looks almost like alabaster, but that's kind of weird. That's how it describes it. But yeah. It seems like that would not be a good thing to make something out of. But it seems to be almost kind of like alabaster
Probably just means
material.
it's
Compact fine textured white chips and used for carving. Ah.
Yeah, and yeah, very thin, almost like unusable. You think when looking at it, it's like a weapon. But...
The sickle is sick.
Yeah. So you.
I guess I'll identify the sickle if there's ways with the armor.
Sure.
I'll use crafting for it.
Try. Go ahead to try to. Because I ain't getting it.
Almost rolled the 30, let's not do that.
I mean, Johnny should try to figure this out. with
Yeah, I
his
like how you
name.
rolled at the abandoned camp and click on it. Okay, you can figure out how this works. I don't know how you figure this out, but you're a clever guy. You see, this is known as a Reaper's Crescent. If you had to name it, you think I'll name this from now on. It's a Reaper's Crescent. This is.
Okay.
You can make up a new name if you want. I just gotta change it in there.
That sounds pretty sick.
You want to explain it in your own words to people?
Let me just see if there's anything secret about it.
Well, I mean, everyone
Okay.
can look at it. But, you know.
Yeah. I did it secretly, the link. Blade of this alabaster. Plus one striking sickle. Grows thick and pitted as the moon waxes. So, okay, it's changed with the moon. Causes a second rune blade to change shape with the moon's phases. Through the new and crossing moon. Ghost touch. Ah, hey. What kind of moon do we got, Ian?
You know what? Believe it or not, I actually decided this was a cool item, and then I checked the moons, and the calendar in game give me moons, so I didn't even have to make it up. You are right now in the
Oh, that's
crescent
so
moon
fucking cool.
for the next 4 days. So
That
for
is
the next 4 days, you're in the crescent moon before it goes on to the what's
Okay.
it called? Yeah, the
So
Beautiful.
currently in the crescent moon, so it has the ghost touch rune.
yeah, exactly. Yes.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Ah, Nate rewarded for his complaints.
Useless against ghosts.
That's useless.
I still have.
Of course. You're holding your shitty sickle, like.
Yeah. Seriously.
Full plate +1.
Yeah, as I give it, I'm like.
Full plate +1, Nate. You have full plate +1.
No, I have the basic.
No, you must have. You don't have full plate +1. I don't believe it.
No, I have the.
You have like a different armor type. You just have normal full plate. Huh.
What? Nate, you have the normal full. No wonder you get it all the time. Crazy. You just pull off your full plate, dump it in the camp in the loot icon, and just grab some new.
This is dwarven full plate. Some of it.
Dwarven full plate. Yeah, that's true. You know, it doesn't look that good on you. You know, you have a bit of like the stomach showing. It's a little bit of a crop top full plate. But you know, it's just nice. It lets a bit more air in.
Is anyone going to use the Dvorax or Dorn Durgar?
Let me see. A +1 dwarven.
Yeah.
It's not even striking.
So I'm pretty sure a dwarven way with a terrible accent to say it's a damn dagger. Yep. A Dorn dagger.
Oh, Dorn. Yeah, it's +2 is pretty funny. Now we can sell it though, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
So
And
I
I was
guess
just gonna drag it into the spacious pouch if that was the case.
the
Sure.
full plate, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is there like anything in Pathfinder saying that I need to like have it adapted or for my
Adapted?
different body type?
Oh no, there's just,
No.
like I think.
You just like that's the whole like when you're putting it on, right? There's little leather straps and different things to make it fit the way you need it to.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, it's
in real
actually.
world, absolutely.
Yeah,
That'd be a problem. Going from a dwarf to you, but
Yeah, or like a giant. You know?
but did you figure out the armor, or did anyone the other armor,
Not yet, no.
unusual leather armor?
I can try.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and figure out the armor on Author's Request.
Oh, can you go scroll up and see it? I can't click it anymore because it's.
No, it's fine. I need to do just auto roll anyway.
By the way, can you?
Oh my god, you. Wait, what's it? Is it
We
crafting?
have
Oh, you can use
the
crafting,
pouches, right? The magic pouches.
Yeah, we have a
Yes.
couple spacious pouches, so I've already dragged on some of the other items.
Yeah, I mean, throw the full plates in there.
Well, didn't you
the
already
full
grab?
plates.
Did you grab the full plate plus
There
one?
were 2 full plate +1s.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll
2
grab the other
dwarves
one.
had one, and then the other one had that lever.
I think I can still carry it. We'll see.
Jackos, that's the inspiration of the nymph queen you found one of a time. You can just about figure out how this works. You can figure out how it could be crafted. Potentially, probably helped by your knowledge of, in a way, your beastmaster gunning skills, because you realize it's made partly out of a creature, which you can kind of see it works. Oh, sorry, let me
Cool.
identify it, and I will just click it. And you can describe it for them.
Arachnid harness. Oh,
What's the difference actually between the full plate
Oh,
and
it's
full
been
plate
Figured out.
+1?
Arachnid harness.
More
The
AC?
fuck?
+1 AC.
I mean, it says the same. Give the same bonus.
You need to invest in it,
Oh, okay.
like that little button.
the little diamond or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, so you see like Crixel how they placed in these like limbs of the giant spider into the mechanism, and that's what ticks you off. Tips you off.
Yeah, like the mech spider we saw in Desert.
Nice. Do you wear armor, Crixel?
Gross. Let me check. I wear a coat, and then I also have +1 leather armor. Yes.
Okay. What do I have? I think I have
You're
regular
both like looking
goddamn
down at
leather armor.
your shirt like wet.
Well,
I've not changed clothes in months.
wearing leather armor, but if you're wearing +1, like, do you want the erected harness?
What do you got?
Hmm?
What do you? Yeah, okay, but what do you got armor-wise?
Regular leather armor.
What are you wearing? Okay, I mean, let's see. For 1 minute you gain climb speed. Oh, that's pretty cool. And I do 3 as you climb. Oh, that's so useful. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't mind having it. I can give you my +1, or we can roll for it. Yes.
No. Take the erected harness, and I
We've
will
played
go.
too much fucking WoW evading. We can do what the fuck are you doing?
I'm just saying, I've got a lot of magic items.
Yeah, no, go for it. That's great.
Cool. Nice.
And you can see now the sadness, and you probably noticed like this what the body was like next to the mountainside. So
Oh, so close.
climb up, you kind of see the marks in the side of the mountain where they're probably trying to get up before the ghosts, as you can imagine, got to them.
Sadly, they can fly, so I don't know.
Exactly right. Exactly.
Yeah,
But you know,
so-
chaos, fear,
So I have to
does,
drag
you're
this
always
now
like,
back to the.
Noise.
You drag that onto your sheet, and then put the
You can-
+1 on here, and I'll do the
Can have my stinky bird armor.
Yeah, I'm gonna wash it. In...
In the river.
I'm pretty nearby, you know, it's fine.
Oh wait, on my treasure. Sorry, let me get them out real quick.
So you could, you know, steal from the dead, you know.
Wait. Oh, you have to invest in leather armor. That's right. I forget that.
Yeah.
As we're swapping, I'm like, oh there. Hey. You know about mutant dwarves, right?
Oh yes, absolute abominations among the people.
Kind of look at the other two, like in the distance. I'm like, you can tell me, it's your. Are you trying to forget you being a tall dwarf? Is that the dark backstory?
What?
You look similar.
I kind of point to my ears.
Kind of narrow my eyes.
I genuinely have a.
Yeah.
I don't know how we could look much different than me and these two.
So, you didn't come from mountains?
No, absolutely not. Have you seen me try to climb?
Fair point. Just theorizing. What could have happened?
No, definitely not that.
Cross it off the list.
I'm surprised you haven't just gone full into I used to be a circus performer after the whole circus thing.
I mean, we all did so well, you know,
You
like...
didn't latch on to that, but you did latch on to I'm a mutant.
Too obvious. Too obvious.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's why
Why would you...
attack for us.
yeah.
Not your arch nemesis from your past
Oh
life.
god.
You were the murderer. Okay.
Oh,
How do I try to the unusual bomb
yes,
or
let me check the
objects?
skills for these ones.
Oh, that's actually crafting, right? That's like legit.
Probably.
The bombs are crafting, yes. Understand that it's not. It is.
It is only religion. I'm
No,
gonna leave
it's
that
like
up.
not religious. It is like any.
Okay.
Any fucking, yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
It's actually not even.
Try
religious,
occultism
I don't even think
again.
it is religious. Okay. So, Chris, if you're looking at the bombs, I get well, it's crafting.
Sure.
At some point you need to know, but I just assumed that was doing the other thing first. Well, you've heard of these kind of items known as fulu, which are like almost similar to talismans in a way, but normally they can be like reusable and have like multiple effects. Some are single use. These ones seem to be also single use. But you realize based on like the markings and anything on there that these similar to the sickle in some ways were probably being used or being taken by these dwarves due to their ability to help strike against the incorporeal foes you can see in this land. These are known as Ghost Bane of Fulu. And the way they work is like a talisman, but these also the talisman tag, where you like kind of fix it to a weapon in particular, and then it's like a consumable, so it like works one time that you can activate, when the trigger happens.
Nice.
So you strike, we have roll damage. Oh, nice, you can use when you crit or something.
True, but I mean, it also lasts a minute, so you don't.
Ah, sure. Yeah.
And yes, following on with the theme, Crixel, you see, like similar to these other like vials that like splattered around the ground. You think these have probably had the same in it at one point. That these are some a couple of ghost charges. They're known as like a mixture of chemicals and salt, so they're able to like drain and disintegrate undead. Against fates suitable against things. So it looks like, and you kind of see from the fighting, they did manage to throw probably at least a couple of them, but maybe we're just overwhelmed nonetheless. But it certainly looks like, from all this gear, that these dwarves did set out, with, like they knew what they were doing in some way, which kind of also makes it scary when you look at all these equipments and that they still seem to have been failed.
Do we see any ectoplasm?
Very hard to see ectoplasm. Give me a search check.
Sure.
In the tent you find something. Crixel thinks it's ectoplasm.
Jesus Christ. Or ectoplasm.
Hey, what do you would have?
Alright. I'll keep that one to myself.
Okay.
The ghost charge.
You could call it that, yeah.
By the way, I'm trying to think of who we give the ghost Bane Fulus to, and I'm thinking you and Nate.
So Crixel, you know a bit about talisman, but these are the same rules. You need to fixing a talisman takes like 10 minutes. You is like a crafting check, but you're pretty good, Crixel, so probably you'd be okay.
Yeah, but like I can do it to other people as well, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm just letting you know that's not.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe we'll have to like attune to our new. Is it?
You don't need to do that in
Invest.
Pathfinder. Actually, you invest as you like put it on. Actually, it's great.
Oh,
You just
cool.
So I
Do
guess
we-
we take one full then.
Yeah,
Yeah, we can.
I figured you too because technically you'll have a better damage. Like the majority of my damage comes from sneak attack, which won't do any good even with the ghost bane. So.
Yeah, that's kind of fucked, isn't it? It's so weird, but if you ghost dodge, so you're hitting them as if they're not ghosts. Still no percent damage. That's kind of
Yep.
yeah.
But at least I have a weapon that can hurt them now. That's what matters.
Wait, I don't think I should take the ghost charges though. Like I usually have my hands full, so I don't know.
But that's what you have the arachnid shit for.
Why? If I'm climbing, I guess. It's in Spider-Man suit. Tom, do you want any like ghost charges now? Really? Okay, I'll take it.
I mean, I'll take a ghost charge. I guess what is the use to use it?
It's just dex. It's like a
Oh yeah,
bomb is like a phone.
Okay, I'll put one back.
Okay. Yeah. Figure I can take one because my dex is pretty good for that.
Yeah, where does it go though?
That's throwers in the group.
Wait, why is it?
So good at throwing,
Oh, that's what we throw the game?
Exactly.
No, I figured it out.
Yes.
I can't find
you clean this place up pretty well. You're like, oh, what's in your bag here? Going.
You putting one of them back, by the way?
I'm trying to order in weapons, of course. I was looking in consumables.
Like a little bit of money, like not too much, but just like probably like kind of traveling money. There's like a total of like 5 gold pieces in like various denominations.
Nice.
Also wish to take that.
Who's got the least liquid money on them right now?
Who needs 5?
Liquid money?
Yeah.
I mean, Johnny's got the most in that
Like,
case.
so not value on their person, but specifically gold on them.
Yeah.
'Cause that will
I
matter.
have 1 to 7.
Cool, okay.
In the stash, right? There we go.
I can just see everyone's gold.
Actual coin.
I've got 30 golds.
Wait, where again? Where can we see this shit?
Maybe we can't see it anymore. I could have sworn we used to be able to.
Where's
And
the...
it's just total gold, and then it has the party total in gold.
Yeah.
I have
Okay.
what is that? 53 equivalent.
I've got 30. Nate?
Wait,
But not
what?
me.
Which gold?
How much gold roughly do you have?
200.
200 gold
Okay.
pieces.
You got to be trading that shit in for platinum,
Johnny has
bro.
127. I'll just talk for him.
Okay.
I'm the winner.
I might have said
Crystal.
it. Didn't I say it?
Oh, you
You
did?
did say, yeah.
Might be.
Oh,
Maybe.
okay.
So at 5 gold? Yeah. And 5 gold.
Oh, you like, I'll take it.
Shiny.
The one that's cursed. It's the
Yeah.
gold that's not on the sheet that's cursed.
Fake. Yes, ghost gold.
And then,
Any of you watching Dungeon Meshi? Or Delicious in Dungeon?
Fuck.
a little bit.
What are the words you're speaking?
Anime.
Not even
Delicious.
a little bit.
It's actually
Not even a little bit.
super worth it, but
Dungeon Meshi? Delicious dungeon.
poisonous insects that take the shape of treasure.
Okay. Now it's on Netflix.
Yeah, it's totally worth watching, by the way.
Okay.
And the dub is actually really, really good. I normally am a sub-only kind of guy, but the dub of this one has Pro ZD and some other really, really
Yeah.
good.
Nice. That's got 7.6.
This reminded me of that. I was like, oh, it's going to be those poisonous insects that take the shape of flute and then kill the adventurers.
Hopefully not, hopefully. Okay, yeah, so you cleaned them out pretty well. I mean, do you take like stuff like you found like that book or like notebook right in like Dwarven? Do you like take that or do you kind of like leave it back or?
Yeah, of course we take.
Of course you take
We-
it.
Of course we take it in.
Because I'm sure someone in this world can read it, just not us.
Yeah.
Probably.
I can't put it on the character sheet because it's not an item.
Yeah, you can just add something or we can remember.
Yeah.
If you could just add it, like make a new item and call it like Dwarven notes
Yeah,
or something.
I can try to do that. Let me do in containers in here.
I'm back
No,
and roll.
Didn't want a new container. I wanted a new item. How did I just do an item again? Equipment,
I think there's
maybe?
a little
Yeah,
plus
that's-
button
Or
on
there's
there.
a plus
Yeah,
button.
I figured it out. I did it in the
nice.
consumable section, not consumable, in the
I see.
equipment or the bottom section. So it tried to do like a new bag.
Oh, yeah, in the containers. Sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then just, yeah, just you and the bodies. A nice.
Dwarven
cozy
journal.
Hmm. So, Post kills them, but no drums.
Yes, no sign
Drums
of
in the
drums
deep.
here, indeed.
Oh, do we hear drums? Or does
No.
Pixel?
Not
moment.
right now, no.
Okay. But the direction of the drumming, was it
It was different from where you're
here
heading
or-
right now, because right now you like backtracked a little bit, but the drums were like
Yeah.
in the direction of the east, where like you are
Okay,
still
okay.
planning to go, I imagine.
okay? So no drums.
Not right now, no.
Okay, so we scouted around and
We scouted where they went. Could still go where they came from.
yeah. I mean, is there like we are at a campsite, right? Is there still a path forward?
What's that?
Is there still path forward from here to somewhere?
No, it looks like this was like you were following the path to here, and this is where the path kind of ends. Like this was their last resting place. You know, it doesn't seem like there were any other like remaining dwarfs maybe survived. You continued onwards. It looks like this was kind of the end of the road for.
Unless another one
this
had
party.
a pair of that arachnid armor
True.
and actually
There could have been
escaped
two
up
of
the
them. One of them
hill.
could have
Yeah.
gone up the cliffside. Yes, but
And then
At
did
least-
the full Scar on Mufasa thing, and it's like, loved it.
oh
king
man,
grew
you,
on
the
top.
ghost will take you. Could have been. New ideas. So I mean, I can always change the like, plan
I'm
in my
filling in
head,
some
you know?
history here now. on my
Yeah,
own.
I'll make
Full
that
fan
person
fiction
exist,
mode.
Don't you worry about it.
Yeah, okay, so we all decided to climb up the slope with
Nope.
instead of
We're going
arachnids,
back.
the-
We went to the shiny object in the distance, and now we have to go back to the quest.
Okay, you let's
We got our loot. You know.
demands you to return.
Sounds good, Brady.
Let's not.
I asked Johnny to say some, like, I don't know,
We hit
he's
the
the
law.
religious guy, right? Maybe some nice
Is he?
little things for the dwarves. I mean, between the
I mean, he knows of religion. I don't know if he is like.
Religion. It's a religion
Yeah,
guy.
again, that's what I mean. Between the four of us, if one of us was to be the religion guy, it would be Johnny.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah. kinda. In a
Like
way.
if you know any customs,
know?
of the dwarves, that maybe you could say a nice thing.
Oh, I definitely know nothing about customs.
We have nice waves in heaven, bros.
Although they're like
Yeah.
anti-dwarves. I don't know what to do.
Live, your
Yeah.
rest be
Yeah.
underground, bros.
I've heard.
Nate,
I've
Yeah.
heard they eat stone. Is that true?
Nate, you're
Not to my
actually
knowledge.
knowledge about dwarves. You can't act stupid, is it? Nate, you're like the one that you will good.
Is boomer tendencies coming in.
Yeah, this is
Nate,
just...
I've heard stories.
Nate, give me a
Tell us,
society
you
check
know.
to see what stories you've actually heard, please. Because you succeed on the last one, and now you're discussing something a little bit more specific about like burial customs. So give me a survival society check. Well, maybe Nate actually does know something. Wow. Okay, Nate, maybe actually at some point you were witness to a ship where a dwarf had actually died in battle, and you saw what happened, and you know that at least among the Mbeke, there is a kind of thing where from stone to stone we will return or whatever. Normally, what you would do when there is a death is a fancy dwarf at least would have like almost like a carving or statue either of them or like personal to them, which would then be thrown into like a body of water to like kind of go and join like the rest, stones, whatever. Like very simple dwarves or poor ones, maybe on the boat where you did it. Sometimes it's done with just like, throwing in a stone and, just like spitting their wood as you do it. And just also, sometimes a burial rite. In some way they kind of, just remember them in stone.
Remember them and stuff. We don't have time for this.
Good.
Sometimes you just throw in and also say their name. No time. It's no time.
We've included their bodies clean. We've it's been spent time studying them for like half an hour.
Yeah. That's true.
We can throw some stones in the water. In the name of the unnamed one.
The unnamed dwarf burial place, yeah. Okay. So you can do that later, if you wish to.
Yeah, so we leave them to rot.
I mean,
Leave them to rot.
the interesting thing to me is that they seem so clearly prepared for ghosts, like far more prepared than we were.
Yes, and
So maybe they were
Didn't,
some type of freakish ghost hunters,
Oh, sorry.
studying
One
ghosts.
little. I forgot one thing I've mentioned there. When an Mbeke drives, their bodies are burned and then suddenly tossed into the water. So that technically the body burnt and then the stone is tossed in. But that does take time. But regardless, sorry. And yes, sorry, yes, you were talking about ghost hunters. Cool ghost hunting dwarves. Yeah.
Beardless
so-
ghost hunting dwarves. What the fuck?
so
Hunting makes sense.
that
Drumming for.
tells me is that we shouldn't loiter here. We don't want to be. I mean, they were prepared and didn't help them any, and we aren't as prepared. So
I mean, we're more prepared now thanks to them.
yeah, at least that's something. Yeah, but still, maybe we should avoid any encounters with
Yeah.
what
I mean-
did them in.
So as we're kind of like packing up to then officially leave, I think without saying something, I'll just kind of go next to one of them and just be like, in Elvish, just kind of quietly, I just say to them, it's like, I do not know your customs, but I wish you a good afterlife, wherever you may go and whatever your customs may be. And I'll leave.
Very heroic. Have a hero point.
Okay.
Nice. I do the same.
That was the first one.
He looks better now. What's happening?
Free air points.
I look more heroic when I stand up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not in Pathfinder,
Huh?
Well,
elves and dwarves at each other not.
Depends on setting. I think in this one,
Yeah.
maybe.
Maybe the burial rite could be misinterpreted. you know, if it's
Yeah.
being said in Elvish, no less.
That actually is a. Does anyone in the party know anything about if you're killed by a ghost? Do you become a ghost? Like, does your soul
Sounds
return
like a
to the
question
afterlife?
for the religious guy. Who's that again?
The one wearing the.
Mr. Religion himself.
No, I'm sure you're fine if you get killed by a ghost.
I mean,
being dead.
literally the opposite of fine,
No.
but
You're fine.
I mean, you know,
If you die, walk it up.
my soul. Okay,
normal death, you know.
well, at least it's
Yeah,
something.
Johnny, you've heard of like very powerful ghosts can maybe do stuff, but normal ghosts, nah.
Like a shade or something, right?
Exactly. You know.
Strong. I'm sure we're not gonna meet something strong. For
I mean,
a while.
I don't mean to boast, but those ghosts we fought, they were fucking strong.
I think way stronger.
But they were stronger in life, I think. I could see their ghost physique.
Keep your eyes to yourself, quick.
Think so?
Okay. So you you say a few words out there, open, and then let's imagine head back in the direction previously. So you kind of like follow the path back to the river to when you first saw them. And then are you continuing to like follow the river, or you want to like kind of follow their path if you can, or are you like what's the plan for the remainder of the travel for the day?
Well, Captain, my captain, where do we go?
Oh,
I'll-
Captain, my Captain.
Do you have any idea how deep into the valley we are? Like how far we were to the other side?
So on the map, today's been not a great day, but you did like the backtracking, and you are going a little slow. So now you are
Okay,
in the valley.
Okay. Is that? Oh, is this also still the valley that goes vaguely, or is okay?
It's still like here, where it kind of opened up here. It's like no longer the valley it goes, where it kind of opens out again.
There's no way we're making it today.
No, certainly not today. Like with your current speed, it depends. If you're still exploration, you only go 8 miles a day, so that's like still a day and a half. And if you like did your full speed, like you would think maybe you would get there like tomorrow before it got dark at the end.
I mean, I guess we still do some walking, right?
Yeah. You can still get a little bit of walking done. I mean, I kind of moved here as assuming you've done all the walking today. It's like, yeah, this was actually as far as you got, including your like 4 hours like walking back and forth. Sadly.
Oh,
Yeah, the 2 hours detour back and then 2 hours again forward kind of took you a day and a half, so you only got like 4 miles technically. But it's a little slow, but you're very on edge and being safe to watch out. And you still think tomorrow if you went like without searching, you could probably make it to the end in time. And if you kind of do your half speed, then you probably don't make it all the way tomorrow. That's also a problem.
Okay, yeah. So we should not do exploration activities tomorrow, I think.
Fair. But okay, but then you make your way back to the river and get on like a little bit further again before pausing. When you get a little bit too tired to continue much on today.
Yeah,
Let's
I mean,
make-
on the other hand, the thing is pretend not to be exploring tomorrow. I mean, if our guy is missing, value the ghost, if
Think we'll find his ghost
Alright.
here?
no, I mean I hope not, but this is like not if you go missing somewhere, value for the ghost is like a place you'd go missing, I'd imagine. Right, so we wouldn't want to be, just rush through here and then not find him at all. And then want to backtrack here and
So I'm not scared. If we spend another day, that is fine by me.
but yeah, like there are, I imagine, scary beings here. So, but I'd rather we we explore as good as we can, and then we know that we didn't miss it by accident, or just
Okay.
us not being careful enough.
Yes, would hate to come back. maybe we light bigger fire tonight. Is there like any spawn not much tree in the way of trees right here?
There is like it's actually not too bad. Like when you got here and it like kind of starts widening out a bit, you know, it's like lower ground. There are like trees around the river that you know
Okay.
there isn't much like dead trees, ironically enough. You know, it seems that you know it's somehow the lack of like any sort of vegetation that's quite good for the environments. You know, they're quite living, but you can obviously like cut down some branches with like you know the got a door on wax right now.
Yeah, let's make the
Easy enough to make a nice fire in the night.
let's make the ghost druids angry and cut down the trees.
Good. Yes, ghost druids, new encounters. Thank you. Okay, yes, so you saw cutting no trees and have a nice bonfire, so you can also have some hot food tonight as you huddle in the fog. Can everyone give me a perception check for like the kind of evening hours in your camp? Out here, Johnny, one from you, Will.
Yeah, a second.
So which
Josh,
kind of roll?
Perception check.
Oh yay! Let's do it. Blind GM.
Okay, so for all of you, it seems silent as a grave and very quiet, except Trixil. In the evening,
No.
you
In the
you
deep.
start to hear it again in your head. These kind of dun 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 dun.
100% of you problem now.
There's a little bit
It's
of
a-
a trigger point. There's a little bit of a trigger point actually. Yeah.
It's a good beat.
You can hit it. It's there. It's definitely there. You kind of look around, almost maybe without saying anything to begin with, to see if anyone else did it. The others are, yeah, they have not noticed anything.
It's no toe tapping or anything. Okay.
No toe tapping. Sorry, no one else could have avoided toe tapping to such a tune. But yeah, you still hear it, and you think it's a little closer than yes, even. So you're surprised, you know, no one else. Good.
Okay. I'll wait until my watch.
Yeah, so you don't mention anything. You don't want them to like put you in the insane asylum or strap you. Yeah.
Exactly. Okay.
And yeah, you start a night's watch. I figured you voted somewhere, right? Yeah, here we go. Watch.
Yes.
Very good. Oh, you don't have Copenhagen anymore, sad. Okay.
Need Quicksilver territory.
It's a little hard for you to ignore, by the way, because it does kind of go on through like the maybe not like constantly, but for like it's there for like good like 15 minutes or something, you know, before it like kind of fades out again.
Fade out. Does it come back?
It's like quieter. It actually sounds like it gets quieter, not that it just suddenly stops. Yes. Like again, it's like, even though you hear it, it's like you know when you're not doing anything and you're not near the fire, like you hear it. Like if you get close to the fire and you hear like the crackling of it and like people talking, you like it's still very quiet. It's not like you know it's actually drumming loud in your head or anything like this.
Okay.
And yes, it does indeed at one point seem to like kind of get fainter and then you like try and it seems completely gone.
Interesting.
The night's watch. You try to keep an ear out.
Yeah, during my watch, I will actually, if I hear during the watch, I will stand up and try and get a little closer.
Yeah. Give me a perception check. I mean, everyone has to give me a perception check.
See how it is.
Yeah, for the night as your kind of new time.
Why am I clicking? Just click this button. Quicker.
Okay, so throughout the most of the hours of the watch, so you keep an ear out, but it seems very quiet and the watch goes uneventful. But in the morning, Johnny, not long before you getting ready to rouse the others for the new day, you actually, you hear the thing which you remember out Trix also mentioning a couple of nights before. Like for a second, it's like very quiet now. The fire's like completely died down, so there's no more noise from that, and you just hear this kind of like drum rhythm again, just at the edges you're hearing for a second, and when you focus on it, you can certainly make it out. But at this point, it's like almost like 6 a.m., so it's really getting close to morning, and it's like kind of light again. But you just
Ignore it, Tom?
no, you don't do anything.
Sorry, can you repeat what you said?
Yeah. So you were like Crixel previously in the night, right? Like heard the kind of very far away drum beats.
Okay.
And at the end of your
Yeah.
watch, so right before you're beginning to wake up the others, about 6 a.m., you start to hear this, the same thing which you imagined what Crixel was referring to before, this kind of rhythmic drumming, like still very quiet and silent, but because you're like, on edge, being on watch, you can just about make it out. It seems to kind of like start up kind of suddenly.
Okay. Is it roughly the same time that Crixel heard them?
No, Crixel heard his in the evening, like 2 nights
Oh,
ago, or
okay.
like 1 night ago. Yeah. And you're just hearing it in the morning now.
Okay. Interesting. Try to discern if they're far away or are they just like.
Sure. Give me another perception check because you kind of like trying to make out more details. Like you kind of just
Yeah,
for wind of it now, you kind of maybe take a few steps in that direction and kind of like listen out in more detail. Okay, yeah. So you maybe go like 20 feet or something away from campfire, just so there's no sounds like the breathing of the others or any kind of annoying noises, snoring from
Yeah,
late.
the
I
snoring
imagine he's a
of-
snorer. Yeah, we knew it, right? We knew
It's the same joke.
And yes, this time you think you can make out that it seems to be kind of. It's hard to exactly make out exact distances was like the echoing in the valley, but certainly to like the left. So on this map, like kind of like the top side out of these like kind of 2 mountain cliffs, you can kind of hear what you think is like the sound. The drum beat's kind of echoing back from almost like the wall to your left, and probably still forward off. Maybe it's hard to tell. Maybe a mile or a couple of miles, something like that, if you had to guess. But it's certainly in that direction.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I don't. Okay. Cool.
Mhm.
I don't understand anything specific about it.
No. So you take note of that, but then
Yeah.
after about like after maybe another 10 minutes, it kind of again almost like it gets quieter, and then like suddenly you can't make it out anymore. It seems to again just like fade out of your hearing, and then after another 20 minutes, you decided the others should be time to wake them up, and everyone wakes up refreshed.
Yo, Grixel.
Would have loved
Yes, no,
no drums at all.
I didn't hear anything yesterday. What? I'm not crazy?
Okay. No.
No, you're crazy.
Maybe we're all crazy. Who knows? This drum
We're all
beats
a
off
little
of the
crazy.
mountain over there. They just,
I mean,
echoing off of that direction.
I really don't think there is, though.
Are you feeling embarrassed because of your ears?
Okay. Okay.
Because you can't hear it.
You need some mud in your ears to help heal them up.
That would have the opposite effect, Johnny.
I don't know. It can't get worse as it seems. If you can't. heal.
Johnny, I think there is already mud in his ears.
That's a
Yeah,
good
maybe
point.
the last
That's a good
one,
point.
From the
I
last
clean
time.
my ears regularly. Thank you very much, Crystal. No, I mean,
Useless.
I mean, that's concerning. Okay, wait. Johnny, turn away.
Oh. I
Okay.
turn away.
Okay, and then I say, Crixel, very quietly, point in the direction that you hear the drums.
I'm not hearing it now, am I?
Bro, no. that you did hear them last night, right?
Yeah, I mean, vaguely, I'll point in that direction.
You kind of point. Yeah, it's really. I mean,
It's like-
using force, do you like choose to point in a certain direction just like randomly, or do you just kind of like?
I mean,
Where the sound was coming from.
I was probably like, I've if I'm trying to pinpoint it, like, one time I think it's this, one time it's this. I was like, on average, it's probably around there,
Okay, so I keep that, and I said again, now you turn around, and then I go and I turn Johnny around. Okay, same thing. Now, which direction did you hear the drums?
In the direction I heard the drums. Up that mountain or whatever, right?
Yeah, so you kind of point in that
How
direction.
close? Yeah.
I mean, they're both. I'll say, like, for instance, like, the direction Johnny points is kind of like from here, like, kind of there, right? Kind of saying, like, kind of again, it's kind of. Oh, you can't
Sorry.
see
What
when
you're
I
pointing
do.
right
Can't
now?
see my rulers.
No.
Is there a way to make
No.
my rulers?
You can see before, but you can't see now.
You can't
There we
see
go. Now
it.
I can see now. Well, I can
Okay,
see
I saw
Jacko's.
something.
It was
Oh,
Jacko.
Yeah, that was me.
Here. What the fuck? You guys don't ever see one? Maybe that's on purpose. Huh? I wonder if there's a way to make it so you.
Usually it's nice because you can just do gym stuff.
I guess there's not a way to make.
Yeah, it makes sense, I think, because it's like, oh, I'm measuring the distance between
whatever.
the hidden enemy and your face.
So Johnny's kind of pointing like kind of in this direction, you know, kind of like that. And then probably Crixel pointing a little bit more like in that, like in that ish direction. But like,
Including the
it's
little
not-
hook.
No, not including the little hook. But it's not a million miles away.
It's like, so that's my band wing.
Certainly not a million miles away.
Right. And what are their shifts again? Johnny was last, right?
Johnny was
And
last,
Crixel
yes.
second
Crixel was
or
second.
third?
But Crixel heard it during like preparations for dinner and everything the night before.
Oh,
He didn't
okay,
hear it
okay,
on
okay.
shift.
I guess it's potentially moving. It just. While they're generally in similar directions, they're still about 15 degrees off.
That sounds small.
Are people moving or communicating with the
I mean, 15 degrees when we're talking about a couple, maybe 100 meters, sure, that's not much. But if we're talking potentially kilometers, right? Like,
Why does that change? 15 is 15.
I mean,
You're gonna bath and you explain you're gonna.
yeah, have you ever used
wait, I'm a carpenter and shit. I know.
exactly?
Yeah.
And like, you sail on a boat.
I
Like,
mean,
Yeah.
if we start the same,
I make maps and stuff. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah.
it's there's many reasons why do you think there's no people up here? Maybe ghosts are playing drums.
I mean, sure, it's just
We
why
saw
are only you can hear
ghosts
it
doing
hearing two different places at two
luchador
different times.
wrestling, bro.
I know.
But if there is more ghosts,
Saw them and interacted with them. Why are only you two hearing it?
Because you guys are sleeping at the
And
time
in
they were
different
active.
locations.
I mean, that's debate.
I am just hesitant. I'm just saying, is there a chance you're both hallucinating?
No.
I'm not saying
Does
it's
it
Maybe.
greater than the
change-
chance.
there is a chance.
Insane, bro.
Does it
But-
change anything?
Hallucinated because of ghosts.
I mean, that could be happening. Did you both take items from the dead dwarfs? I look at like the arachnid art he's wearing now, and
It's kind of like just like a spider like stalking to me. Yeah.
exactly.
So,
like,
so your
No.
my plate mail protects me from the drums.
sure. I don't.
Oh god, he's concrete.
It just doesn't quite add up just yet.
So maybe you should be wearing something.
Mm,
Hyenas up there.
but it
Hyenas.
stinks of bird. I think we just continue on the way we are going. Right? There's nothing we can do about the drums that may or
There's
may not
nothing
exist
we
in
can
two
do about the
different-
drums. Like, there's nothing.
Or we can't. Like,
I mean,
we have to investigate, but which direction?
I mean, we can turn around and go home, but
There's always
Right.
never too late.
I don't think
Also
that's
be
a good
pretty
option.
nice.
The only
Yeah, I
way
agree.
forward is forward, right?
also, I would say that the dwarves came from this direction that we're
Mhm.
currently heading into, and
Sure.
they made it at least this far. So
So they were going the
the
other
other
way than we are.
yeah, and they made
See,
it.
we saw the
fast.
end of their journey.
Where we are here.
We don't know where the beginning was.
So
Hmm.
I think maybe, unless the danger is also moving around.
Is it still
Good.
like 150 feet max visibility?
It's like 50 to 100, so not even 150.
Okay.
Like
gotcha.
in terms of like like if it's like big shaped like a building, of course you'll see like the outline before. But for like seeing people,
Well, that's what I
creatures,
mean,
or
like,
ghosts-
because the Cloud Spire is kind of a giant fucking mountain, right?
yeah, like at this point you can probably see like this like shape kind of looming in front of you, like in the
Far off.
distance. Yeah,
So at least we
far
have a
off, so-
general guide.
Exactly. Here,
You
like
know?
now you kind of it fits the direction you kind of got on the map. So of course, like you might not sure if you better find like the best way there, which is kind of what Johnny's been trying to do, right? It's like the
Yeah, yeah.
easiest way through the valley. But yeah, some rough direction you don't see. You don't see you're gonna just end up in more peril, kind of thing. At least
Right.
like Okay, so you continue heading on. Good morning. You're still doing exploration actions, correct?
Yeah, I need one too.
True is. I would regardless because like I can.
Yeah. The slow pokes are slowing himself down even more.
Yeah.
True. Okay, so yes, you start on traveling a bit more throughout the day. And then there is a point where something happens, because of course it'd be too easy Otherwise, why would I?
You didn't even roll.
And you wouldn't be able to use the new.
I mean, I gave you all this stuff, right? Why would I give you all
And
this
a
stuff
hero
and then
point.
not even a chance to use it, right? You are walking, along the river. There is a map I can put you on here, actually. South here. Pop, pop, pop.
Pop, 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 pop.
So you're kind of like walking along this, and yeah, this cloud. So again, like things, like 150 feet away start to get very blurry. And as I'm saying that, you're kind of keeping an eye out, especially Nate, kind of scouting, so move you forward maybe a little bit. And now you can be off a little bit as well, further away. If you wish to be like avoiding notice, again, because there's like kind of this kind of concealment everywhere. It's like really easy. Yeah, I think I said previously, right? Like everything is concealed beyond a certain distance as well, right? It was like visible. What did I say for concealed?
After it was pretty close, right?
It was very close, right?
20 feet, I think.
20 feet, yeah. Let's go 20 feet, yeah, for concealed. And then over like 50 feet. We'll say here is a big clear, so here over like no, I did the map. So over 50 feet is like hidden, like whatever, like you have to hear them to better see them. And then yes, you do indeed hear a voice coming out of the fog to your north, east, like across a little bit of river. And the voice surprises you and I will do my best. And it's like, "Aye, come on, mateys! That treasure be waiting for us around here somewhere." As you hear the voice of a pirate in your mind, which you're like, a pirate here? That doesn't sound right. And then you see coming out of the fog over here what seems to be some sort of a ghostly pirate captain.
Ooh.
With, a scimitar in one hand that he's like kind of pointing forward, in your direction, as he's like calling back to this like larger group, which you can not really make out very well. I'm going to put on the map, which is a ghostly pirate crew, which is actually this big, but it's a kind of, an amalgamation of different, like different sailors in all different outfits, with different weapons and so on. This is why I remember the troop rules so well, Jacko, in your last session. So yeah, we will immediately roll initiative as like they're walking through the pirate cat is like pointing his scimitar, leading his crew, and then he spots Nate kind of pushing out with his like shining armor with and he's like, "Hey, look what we found!"
Quickly like shouting, "Parley, parley!"
Okay, well, you can show Parley in initiative.
Alright. As he's getting out his weapons, of course.
As you're getting out your weapons for parleying. Okay.
Alright. I was scroll to the right. Let me
Oh, the pirate crew is fast.
Oh my fucking hell.
Faster than the captain.
the sub
Because see, they got ordered, so that's why they were. Johnny, you with us? You are muted, however, so not that with us. In another world. The silent world.
Silent world of silence.
This one? I don't know if I know this music.
Does this thing work?
So yeah, he kind of has like pointed his like scimitar forward. It's like, "I get them. They must know where the treasure be." And then like the like this whole like kind of group of pirates behind, kind of rush forward past him, swords and scimitars and cutlasses raised. But you are a little bit of a distance away, so how close can they actually get? They can get close enough. As they get up to...
I got a rules question.
Yeah.
This has sort of common. I can draw a one-handed melee weapon and ranged weapon. Does a chemical bomb count as like a one-handed ranged weapon, right? Or no?
Yes, it counts as a ranged weapon.
Sick. I'll draw that.
So you grab with like this little vibe, yeah. But then before you can react, these these figures charge across the river as if it wasn't there.
River.
That's you to think.
Johnny, quickly bless it. Bless the river.
I bless the rains down and
to be. How do you make the? Oh, how do you do the distance with like when you hold the token? Is it like right clicking?
Like control, then left.
Control, yeah.
But if okay, yeah, okay. Oh, what the fuck
Nope,
was that one? I just
you
did? Ooh, that
ping,
was
that was
weird.
a weird
Okay, so
ping
it
thing.
can't go there. It can go here.
Ah!
Yeah, these some of them still standing on there, and so it's a troops, it's like loads of them in this
Yeah,
space.
but you moved through my or does it?
Provoke.
You don't. I don't think you have a reaction yet. I'm afraid. Or you
Oh,
were
yeah,
a little bit unaware. I'm not sure if you had your weapon out while walking. I don't know. That's up to you. But I think
Yeah,
regardless, I
probably
think
not,
you probably
yeah.
would have your weapon. And then some of the ones nearest you try to like strike out and attack you with the various weapons, as like trying to defend off multiple at once. Give me a reflex save, Nate. That is how troops work. As there are too many, what's it called? Things slashing if you get it completely out the way of. Ooh, that is a failure. So you take just a little bit of damage as like the ghostly swords take hit on you. You take 9 avoid damage. Yeah, but that is all they can do is they kind of charge up to you. Okay. Well, he couldn't change shape right when you form up. Troop movement too complicated. Quicksil. Yeah, so the captains are kind of back there laughing, like ha.
Okay, I just kind of like, this ghost army charge bros will kind of like freak out and grab the ghost charge and like throw it in their direction immediately.
Fucking toss it up. Okay,
Yeah.
very nice, very nice.
Oh, that was blind, so I can't click it. There we go. I can't, there's no use.
No use? Very weird.
Wait, is there an action now? Now that I have it in my thing. Hey, there it is, draw. And then...
Maybe.
Wait, do I want to do that first? Is there anything...
You're like ready and you're like...
Yeah, it's like, wait a minute, I have this gun in my hand. Oh no, wait, that's my range weapon, so I can't. Yeah, so there we go. Throwing it. Okay, it's a hit at least.
Ooh, you hit thanks to that item bonus, amazing. Yeah, so it splashes in hard and a lot of the ghostly forms gonna shout in pain. You see that damage?
Oof.
Okay, 9 plus 2 splash damage, okay. So it takes...
And then I'm guessing it takes the cool area stuff.
Yeah, so that actually is in there now already. You can see, so that's 19. So instead of 9, it seems to take an extra 10 as, like, just burn through some more of them. It's like,
Nice.
I don't know how troop defense is. I think means if it's, like, enfeebled here, would it make them all enfeebled? I mean, I guess so for this splash. The target, I mean, Jackie, you also DM'd for troop recently. How do you think this would work?
The examiner comes. I think it still applies.
So okay, yeah. So I guess you don't also, yeah. So say a lot of the little ghost sergeant left them, leaving them all enfeebled and like kind of in pain. Very nice, very nice.
Sick. So I have 2 actions left. I will just draw and shoot. Yeah, I'll just draw my gun. And I will
fix the Fulutu, by the way, or the sword?
Yeah, the gun, the beast gun, and then I will shoot or stop. I will shoot. -5, crazy. There we go. Oh, that's a miss.
Afraid that's a miss.
Which means I have to roll blackjack.
DC 5, yeah. No, that's nice you remembered. I always forget. I was like, I gotta remember, and you did it for me. Nice. Okay, so the gun's clear.
Good.
Okay, good. Johnny. Yeah. So you see this scene before you.
So quiet.
It's a horrible scene for fucking troops and shit. What? How do troops work with like AoE shit?
They normally have a weakness to AoE. So you still like attack them like you're attacking a single creature, but they're normally quite weak to it. Of course, these ones are a little different, but they also have resistance, so it's like, but they're ghosts, so it's probably not as weak as your.
How does stuff like that work? If they have both the weakness to something and resistance to something
They just
else
both apply, so.
at the same time?
Yeah, whatever stronger.
I think it even says actually in
think
Calculate
if
Combat,
I-
I should probably check. Wait a second.
I'm just gonna cast this. That's what I'm gonna cast. I probably do a movement. I wanna if I can blast, so I can aim at the captain through this horse, so we can
Ooh.
get a double, get all the hits.
Nice, nice.
Okay, like this. Oh, look at this, beautiful.
Very nice, very nice. Easily we can put a lightning bolt through the two of them.
Lamo.
Multiple of them, not the two of them. Okay, and we get some reflex saves.
For 20.
Wow. Where's my sound? I need some sound. You gotta put some sound on this shit.
Ooh.
Oh my god, the ghost pirate captain, gets out quickly out the way, dodges out the side, doesn't take any damage.
Bullshit.
The pirate rabbit does fail, so it would take 20. Let's see if it does the damage correctly. It might not know it's AoE. Oh? Wait, what? It takes 25 and then took 10. No, it should only have taken 25. I should have taken 25 dows, right? Oh no, I made the pirate captain take it. That's what the 10 is.
Yeah.
No, sorry, pirate captain doesn't take anything. Sorry, I'll give it back.
So,
Yes, but the
guess-
crew takes 25.
can you tell us what the resistance / other thing is? Because I'm wondering how it calculates that. Because it did 20 was the roll damage.
This one is easy enough, where it's just weakness is 5 higher, so then the resistance so it takes 5 more. And I think it in this case doesn't matter which one it does because it doesn't matter. Okay, but yes, you you do a good chunk, and the pirate crew is right in. Very nice, very nice.
That'll be the turn.
That will be it. Altair.
Okie dokie. What's my movement again? It's been a minute. 45. Okay, cool. So I'll run up,
Run on up.
and then I attack it with the new Reaper's Crescent.
Very cool. Very cool. Oh,
I'm
no
gonna
matter-
roll it.
oh,
You gotta,
yes,
you gotta make the first one count.
True. It's such a bad testament. There
we
go.
go.
Solid hit, solid hit.
Much better.
Ah, damn. It's not quite enough to do, even with enfeebled and pseudo flanking. Or does it not get flanking bonuses on these type of creatures?
These can be flanked, actually, I think, unless there's something in the troop that says they can't.
Yeah.
I think it can still be flanked. Yeah.
Huh.
But
Because I'm trying to think.
I guess
Because 20. Yeah, I don't know what. Yeah.
it would still not be a crit, I'm afraid, even with the.
Oh, I guess. Yeah. Okay. So let's see what this does. Is it doing the? I don't know how it's gonna figure out the.
I'll just manually do it if I need to. It should just
Okay.
be like full damage, so it shouldn't be too difficult. Yeah, so just 10 part, and I'll just make it take 10.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't have to trade. Okay, and as you kind of cut down some of them, you see enough of them has kind of fallen in its battle that already the size of it kind of changes, but that's how troops be. So it loses 4 of the squares it kind of takes up. How do I make it lose 4? Is there an easy way to do this?
Just
kinda-
4 squares?
No, it loses 4. It loses 4.
Oh, yeah.
View? Look at that. But I'll say it's still there.
Okay.
Yes. Very nice, very nice. But yeah, this gets smaller as it gets cut down and some of the soldiers fall in place. Very nice. The captain is like, aye!
This is still my turn. That was
Oh,
2
sorry.
actions.
Aye! Scallywag.
I'll wait my turn. That's what he says. Shit. What do I want to do now? Do I want to get out to not die? Oh, shit. We should have already been healed up because we had now 2 nights in a row.
Oh, yeah,
rest,
yeah,
right?
yeah. For sure, you can give yourself full HP.
There's a couple of us were still listed as injured or barely.
I
injured
mean,
or
it's
something
just
like
Nate who is
I
injured
took
because
some
he
damage.
did.
that. Oh,
take
he
some
just
yeah.
took damage.
Yeah, he
Okay,
just-
I just hadn't yet. Sorry.
No worries, no worries.
Stand tall. Second attack with the crescent.
Mantle, I like it. Ah,
Sad when you see it miss before the dice even hits the mat.
yeah.
Said he yelled out "miss" at me. Okay.
Yes, you fucker. Okay. Now the person, right? Yes. He flies down in your direction. Then he flies once more.
Did you just instantly figure out how to make the troop smaller?
Yeah,
Even though-
change the size and then it makes a different adjustment. Flies down to here and then goes for a slash with his ghostly cutlass against you out there. Ah, you scallywag, get off of me, crew!
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't dodge or you never dodge or...
Nah, I like the other
Nah.
one more.
Fair enough. Ooh, and they roll a 3 and miss.
Nice.
Yeah, so you dodge out regardless of not being nimble today. Nate.
How does flanking work exactly with these?
If you were here, you'd be flanking, for instance. If
Okay.
that's good enough information.
Oh,
I can
by
tell
the
you how it
way,
works, so I can tell you where you can stand.
Yeah, I mean not here, right, or here or
Yeah.
whatever.
No, you need to be on opposite sides of the token.
So
Okay.
interesting question. I just realized because I have debilitating strike, and
Mhm.
technically, unless there is something about the defense that would prevent it from being off guard to me in that situation, I should have gotten debilitating strike.
Wait, see. Strike hits an off-guard creature and deals damage. Okay.
Yeah, just free.
That would have worked then. Yeah, I think that would have worked. I mean,
Okay.
It should be off guard to you. I don't see why. I think troops can be
Yeah.
off guard. I don't see anything else.
So then it would be enfeebled one, but I think it already was. But
It
I technically
already
would restart
is,
the
yeah.
timer to
Oh,
now
that's
my
true.
turn.
Okay, I'll remember that, so it closes your turn. Cool. Very good. Very good. Yeah.
So I mean, anyway, let's see if it triggers an attack if I equip the
Is you grab your weapon out, and no, these things seem too sort of disorganized and chaotic in their movements to seem to be
Okay.
able to get you back.
Then I'll do a strike. I mean, oh yeah, the trigger for that thing is
Hitting. Yeah, hitting, and then you can do it. When hit you do, though,
Yeah, I guess I do that. I mean, it's one time only, right?
it's one time only, and this is already pretty hurt, you know? Maybe you don't need it.
I mean, it's barely green, yellowish injured.
Maybe this is only goes for fight.
Yeah, I mean, then I won't if you say.
No.
No, listen to me. Do what you want, do what you want, do what you want. Are you doing it or not, Nate?
I'm not doing it.
Okay.
No, you have peer pressure.
I didn't bait him.
A little bit of baitage.
I didn't think he'd listen. Alright, so
I think
take
luck
7
isn't force damage good against.
Force damage is good.
ghostly
It
students?
takes full
Yeah.
damage. It takes full damage. So Ghost is like good in that way. Okay, so it takes 12 damage. Yeah.
In reaction,
Ooh.
Yeah.
I will also opportune backstab.
Bang, bang.
Nice. Like in the zone, you're like, look at me, I'm the real danger here.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Good.
See,
good.
Thanks. The flanking that is a crit actually.
Okay.
And troops can be
Well,
crit, right, Jacko?
Yeah, just HP thresholds.
They
Not
can't go through multiple. Okay, yes, they can't.
Alrighty.
22. Nice. Okay, yeah, and actually, as this happens, it drops again.
Shrinks
actually,
again.
Shrinks again. Yes, you're making quick work of the crew as you're just cutting it down.
3 more this time.
Yeah, so width. Actually, 4 more now, so it's now a 2x2. 2x2. I'll say.
Ooh.
I guess maybe I'll actually do it like no, because I'm thinking you're cutting it down, so kind of whatever, it's fine. Yeah, so it's already, you know, there's just a few of them left, a few comrades kind of like fighting together with their backs against one another. It's like, they're like, don't let them get you so fast.
Oh, and I'd restart the enfeebled again.
Restart the enfeebled
I
again,
guess
very nice.
because it's a free action when I hit an enemy, right? that
yeah,
is
you should better
off
still
guard.
do it, yeah. So
Yeah.
it works on your reactions as well. Yes.
Cool.
Nice. And your bomb action still, Nate? Oh,
Wait,
I even asked.
in reaction to Altair, I use my reaction to be impressed.
Oh my god, check okay.
Stacking reaction. Let's go.
No, I'm just kidding. I was just kidding.
What? No, you use your reaction.
Here's my. Oh wait, I do have a reaction now, don't I? Actually, wait.
Yeah. Wait, also you say you weren't abused at all, would you have used it? Oh my god, and you did it again. Okay, I mean, yeah, who needs this fucking ghost shit? You're just cutting it down easily. But on its turn, it lets out a kind of... Oh, does it want to do this? Yeah, it lets out this... This, like, kind of howl of anguish and, like, ah! Everyone can do a good save.
Like those.
Actually, no, I like those. Those are the best.
You're good at them. I'm kind of terrible at. Well, I guess I'm not as bad at them as I am.
I'll take
but,
the 15.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
there are some pretty decent rolls today. Like,
I'm happy with the 33.
Nate and Johnny succeed.
Yeah.
And so they are fine. Crixon and Outer fail and become frightened 2.
How does Enfeebled impact their saving stuff? Yeah.
It doesn't.
It only impacts like physical things, like attacks like that. So unfortunately, Enfeebled isn't that. It's kind of weird how like the ghost shards make you enfeebled because like Oligots don't do like physical damage, right? It's kind of weird. But yeah, I guess it's good against zombies and fucking shit like that.
Right,
and
so
then the
happening?
hands clutch out once more after scaring you. So both.
Sorry, what
Nate
was the
and,
effect of failing?
so you become frightened 2. I've already put it on you.
Oh, okay.
As you are scared of them. And then give me a reflex save, both Outer and Nate, as they try to grab and strike at you with their cutlasses. Okay, Outer, you are completely fine. You get out of the way of all of their strikes. So that's a critical success. You take no damage. As a normal signature, you take half. So you take half of this. So you only take a pitiful 5 void damage. My god, destroying this ghostly crew. And then it is your turn, Crixel.
But did you put 2? So it looks like I'm only 1.
Oh, you really? Oh. No, it says 2 on the top of your... Yeah. I hope it said friend 2.
I guess I'm using... Okay, I have to actually go in to see it. It no longer does the 2 on the icon of the token. I have to go into the effects.
If you click it, you can see it in the top right, right? If you click on your token, and on the top right, it has a number.
Oh, yep. So I just have that... Normally, I have that area covered with the encounter tracker.
That's where I look at all my effects. Crazy. You can help it.
Okay, I will.
Yes, Crystal.
So I will reload,
Yes.
and then I will do a Drifter's Juke. I'll do a little. No, just a little step here, because why not? There we go, and then I will.
Flashing if you step to here, right? Because then you'd be flanking, potentially.
Yeah, that's my second part. But first, I'm gonna do the shooting.
First, and the shot doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So you step forward.
Yeah.
You reloaded.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh no, but this.
No, maybe I reroll. Then Frighten's real, and I. Do I reroll? Nah. Yeah. Okay, I'll reroll.
We're coming up towards the then. I mean, 45 minutes.
Okay, so I gotta do the flap check.
Oh yeah.
Okay, at least that's alright.
It's on the flat checks, please.
Something.
Step over.
And then I'll do a short word strike. Oh.
No, this captain, he has nothing to trifle with.
Probably. Get out my treasures!
Aye, they'll be mine soon enough.
Luke Goblin off
Annoying thing,
between the pirate captain and Kirk.
My loot.
You know what? We're just gonna.
Oh yeah, lose presence.
Damn it. Moving things not good. This hit. Let's do this. Let's blast.
The captain, huh? With a sudden bolt. Aye. Okay, it succeeds. Step up, so we take 14. So it would take 14, but then reduce the advice, it takes 4 damage.
Guidance on who?
On you.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
You can drag it on, right?
Yeah.
Okay, out here.
Alrighty, let's try to kill the mob guy.
The last crew members.
Yep.
Ooh, not too, baby.
Probably gonna be rerolled. Fuck it.
Oh, your last hit point is tossing them out. Oh, but who needs the hero points when you can just kill the enemies?
Yeah.
With your hero points.
Shut the fuck up, Jack.
Doesn't matter what.
Takes no damage.
Sorry, you might have said my bad. I meant to
Actually
do that.
takes the damage.
Actually takes the damage thanks to this with the sickle somehow cutting into
Still
the
alive.
bits of a life and death. It is still alive. 2 crew members
For
will say
now.
hanging on. Oof,
No.
still no.
Alright, YOLO nat 20.
No.
Let's go.
20. Let's go. The pirate captain's like, hey, get off me,
But I
crew
reapply
members."
Enfeeble. It'll never
You
be
do reapply
gone.
Enfeeble. True. Yes, good play. Definitely would have forgot to get off anyway.
Yeah, I tried to
Yeah.
do work. I guess.
Not that it does any of those things that where Enfeebled matters.
Yes.
One, right?
By 1, yeah.
That doesn't affect the save, I guess.
If I can click on my token somehow, but I can't click on my token.
He takes us. You can't. You took it. I can
No,
move it down by
I
one if
didn't
you
have.
want me
No,
to.
you're good. I didn't have the select. No, wait, yeah, like it's like the stupid ghost miasma around him is preventing me from like clicking on the.
What? Oh, that's fucking funny.
There we go.
There we go. Alright, yeah, so he strikes at you with his cutlass.
Don't like that.
Ooh, with a single hit
That's gonna hit.
for 24
Oof.
damage.
Got less, more like got more.
At least once more, yeah. That's fine. Oh, wait, why? It's not even doing the. Oh no, it is doing the flank. Right, yeah, you don't have 26 AC. That's what it does. No, it's not. doing the flanking.
It's not because I'm.
Because you can be flanked.
Cool.
That's double smart.
He still doesn't hit me because he does.
Thanks to the fight and for another 20 void damage. Yeah, like 2
Ouch.
big cutlass strikes against you.
Ghost done be fucking me up.
Who's done be fucking you up?
See, you gotta join your dwarf brother soon enough, don't you worry.
What's the point of flying away? He's already flanking.
I'm gonna start looking at every lizard and be like, family?
I do speak their language.
Oh, minus 10 at well, you know, why not? Oh, you're right, minus 10. Too good.
I don't
Rolled a
see
nat
the
19.
roll.
31.
No.
You rolled a nat 19. Oof, another 22. So just like 3 slashes with the cutlass, like damn.
Ouch.
Oh no, wait, this also should be getting forceful on the cutlass. Wait a second.
Oh no.
So they should actually take a. What the fuck?
Couple
Okay, so
more.
the second attack gains a number equal to number of weapon damage, so that should be another 2. And then the
Yeah.
one after
Ooh.
that gets another 4. So actually, you should take another 6 total. Wow.
Is it
Yeah.
4?
Yeah.
I
It says
thought it was
forceful
just.
for the second attack, and then it says each subsequent gains an extra damage equal to double the number of weapon damage dice.
Oh,
So the
okay.
first
Yeah,
one
but
plus 2 and the
those
second
more,
one
okay.
plus 4. Yeah.
Ouch.
Forceful's actually.
Wow.
Wow, forceful's.
Yeah. Just a near death in 1 round. That's
Yeah,
cool.
so you know the colours are drinking up across, you know, and that leaves no physical wounds, but you can just see out here like kind of stumble in place and be on the brink. Nate.
Okay, I'll try to finish up the big group. Let's see.
It's in one big slice, you know?
Actually,
Ah, so yeah, you
right.
stab
Now just
down
don't
into.
roll nat ones.
Yeah,
my
let's see the
damage.
damage. Oof, those are not nat
Good.
1, so that's a
8 on
15.
the horse.
15.
And then the 6 as well.
Yeah, 15 total,
Or
right?
no.
Yeah. So yeah, but that is enough
Yeah.
as it falls in place. The last few ones with the cutlass, and the crew captain's like, "Hi, me crew, you'll pay for that." And that is, yeah, they fade away. Go delete them.
Yeah.
Nate, you still have 2
So-
actions.
Yeah. So I guess if I move here, that's the best option for flanking, right?
Pretty good, pretty good.
And I'll use guidance on. I'll use the British shove.
Yeah, shove him right into Kirksel's
Um,
face.
And guidance.
Wait.
Oof.
Ooh, with flanking?
He's already doing the flanking, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
Wait, okay. Let's take suddenly some of it. Aye.
And get shocked, right? I mean, or do I have to roll again then?
No,
Or
you
do you
automatically
have
shove, right?
to?
So they shove like here or something like that, I guess.
Damn it.
Yeah.
No, why?
You don't have to shove if you don't want to, Nick.
Yeah. Oh, I
You wanted
can
to shove.
follow. I can follow, right?
Yeah, you can
That's
follow.
Can I follow
Except
into
you
what?
can
Yeah.
and can't.
You
I
have
mean, that would have to be
like-
minimum difficult terrain.
Yeah. No, I'll say if you wanted, you could have shoved him down and followed him down that way. If you
Oh
wanted
yeah,
to try
okay,
to shove him that way.
that's better.
Yeah, sure. Right.
Badge.
Is that your turn? Yeah, that's your turn. No, you have one more action, right? No, that's your turn. That's your
No,
turn.
no, no. I
Okay.
moved. And
Quicksilver.
Shove is double.
Yeah.
No, it's not. I attack, move, attack.
Yeah, you attack, move, attack. He
Oh,
moves
the
to flank,
follow
yeah.
is a move?
No, the follow. He moved him out to flank.
Oh,
Oh,
you're right. Sorry.
Guess I'll reload again. And I'll say like, sorry about your men, but we are recruiting for our own crew, if you're interested.
Rickles the only one around here.
I'll be in me crew soon enough.
Slowly turning to Johnny Depp, okay. I'll reload and then well, if he rejects me, I'll shoot him. Growth gun. The Trident!
Oh my god! Both times before you made my. Oh my. Oh.
No! It's a DC5? Oh, it's a DC6, okay.
You make it.
Okay. But then, I got a thing.
Trying to impact those rolls.
Okay.
I'll do finish the job. As my attack failed, I can make a strike with my other hand. Quickly, use the same multiple attack penalty as a strike that failed on last action.
That's very cool. I didn't know about that one. Finish him! We finish him!
We're nearly there. So there we go. Ooh, it's not gonna do much damage because I don't have a ghost, does she?
So it does 4 damage. Nice. Okay, so
We're there, getting
you got me.
appreciate the acting.
No, you're welcome. Johnny? Yeah, they're not the easiest thing for you, huh?
I
Ghosts.
can't do much.
But you didn't want the fucking potion, man. Like,
My face
it's
recently, and the fact that I'm near death.
Nah. It's a very easy thing to do.
Very easy.
Very easy. Reaction. No.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like ah, it burns.
Johnny in his Pope hat.
They get their 4 save, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Hmm.
They fail, so they take the full.
Oh.
They take the full 14. Nice.
Let's go.
And everyone else gets healed 14. Very nice. You
Yep,
heal
yep,
14.
Ah.
Oh, pretty good. Yeah, it looks very unhappy at you.
No down.
Someone stand between me and him, please.
I'll maneuver my way
You're
down
like,
here
excusez-moi?
with mobility, so that even if he has a reaction type opportunity,
sure.
he doesn't get to use it.
I've been reloading in his face. So.
Maybe it's only a movement.
But he has.
What's
He needs to know
He could
to
have something. And he doesn't.
withhold the reaction to use it on someone else before.
Yeah, strategically, don't use it, not forget or anything.
That's the hit.
Here we go.
11. Nice. Extra manually,
And-
right? Yes.
Ghost speed trip. Like I saw him literally float over the water, right?
You saw him float over the water, yeah?
Okay, yeah. I'll just do a second attack then. Not gonna try to trip him or something.
Oh my god, but you hit again. No,
Nice.
just Sickles making short work of them. I mean, relatively.
But still, 9 damage is 9 damage.
9 damage
I'll
is
take
9
it.
enough, sure. And he looks really, he's like, you dare get in me face again, you. You'll be joining me crew soon enough. As he intimidates you.
I just
But you'll
realized
find
I
it would be
completely
gone.
failed to use my reaction when Nate pushed the ghost away. I could have used it. I was so disappointed.
Yeah, oh, he rolls a nat 20 to intimidate you. So you get friend to, like, it could be the attack order, so. Your fighting goes
Got plus 19, huh?
2, as you were terrified as you notice his figure stands before you, and he swings the
I
cutlass
was
down
just
upon
getting
you.
rid of frightened, you bitch.
Yeah.
Wait.
Oh,
How's it his turn?
he goes after you.
Oh,
and you
right. Sorry, I just.
Mm.
He is enfeebled, by the way.
Oh, nice.
Mm.
Let me see if that does actually changes. I mean, this would hit
Well,
anyway.
because it's
so
a
it
nat
doesn't.
20.
No, the attack. That was an intimidation. That was a not attack.
Okay.
Then he.
If you nimbly dodge this one.
Yeah. Can't do it after see the results, so
You can if you say it loud enough.
You get hit for 23.
I'm gonna go down. Holy shit.
But then he does try to strike one final time with the cutlass. You could try to dodge this one if you wanted, or you could save it for the opportunity backstab. What are you feeling?
YOLO. I'll go for the opportune backstab.
Okay.
No.
I'm baiting George like that, Ian, you son of a bitch.
To the frightened.
Yep. Alrighty. I'm guessing I'm gonna go down, so because.
You would think, but he's like, it's time to join me crew now, and give me a fort save.
Oh no.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Good thing these are the
Forward save.
literal worst thing for me, and I'm frightened too, which impacted that. Yeah, fuck.
You'll be fine. That's not 18, not 18.
Okay, no, you're fine. So, you still you start dying. This one is so cool. I mean, like it's even called Savvy.
Ooh. What?
Okay, but you go down. You go.
I should have that ability.
It's so cool. Oh, it's so sad. That's why they were trying so hard to get you down. But oh well. Okay, so you do start dying normally.
Jesus.
It's so cool. Okay.
His last final breath up there just says, nah.
He's like, why not? We could have been great together. Nate, your turn as you see Alta full.
Well, I tell him the only one here allowed to have a great booty is me.
But that's even we get all Alta's full.
Can I stand in the same square as Alteri's line?
No, not when he's only unconscious. I know we did over like dead people with unconscious, it gets too messy, but things can get brought up and stuff. So
Otherwise, I'm gonna kip up into your nuts.
yeah. Man,
Without opening your eyes immediately.
Then I'll just be striking at the bastard.
Just be striking. Just be striking. Solid hit. Yeah, Nate don't miss. Nate don't miss.
No.
Nate, don't
Nate-
miss.
Nate don't miss.
I mean, do I have anything? I have knockdown, which is kind of useless in this case, I'd imagine.
You just keep him there
Yeah,
and do
without
damage.
Yeah.
Scare it back.
Use the shove. Can-
I mean, you could. Yeah. No. You
Oh,
can
no.
Oh my God, Nate's just too good. Nate just doesn't fucking.
I guess the rolls from
Oh
Ryan.
my God.
And,
Nate, you're too good. What the fuck? Yeah, the captain's got like big chunks stabbed.
Wait, Nate,
Ghost touch.
are you striking again? Third time?
I
Of
mean, yeah,
course.
what else I can do?
In that case, I'll aid the third one with my fake out.
This is crazy. I should be in this. Give me and your weapon is yeah.
Wait, is it loaded? Oh, no, I don't think it is.
You reloaded, then you shot, then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oops, sorry.
No, but this actually could have been a reloading strike, right? Oh no, you did a.
No, because I finished the job. I don't think you can take me. Yeah.
You're right. Yeah. Okay, so yes, just.
Oh, this called his own stack.
Anyway, Nate'll hit anyway. Pog.
Ah,
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Wouldn't matter.
Alright, but still very good work against him. Crit still.
I mean, speaking of a reloading strike, let's see. Anything else I got? God, I can do a little spell thing.
Ooh.
Badly injured? Yeah, maybe I'll do a little. Yeah, so I'll reload, and then I'll do a. Oh no, because it's 3 actions. Fuck!
3 actions, right? Yeah.
I will then, in that case.
Going to do a spell strike actually though?
Wait, you mean like? Yeah, with he's gonna. It has to be like a ranged weapon. I can't.
But it needs to be loaded? Okay.
Yeah, because it's part of the strike.
You're wielding you cast a spell and Yeah, okay. Make it so yes, flies with the ammunition.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, the reload and I'll shoot.
Trace, no, you drifters Juker.
No. Oh my god, not two. Fuck me.
Oh my! Give me the flat check.
Okay.
And when you go unconscious.
Frightened.
I'll reload. I don't think so.
End at the end of your turn, but doesn't just like if you wake up straight away, you'll still be scared.
Yeah.
As you're like, even more scared. As we'll say. Alright, Quixel, didn't you have something? Oh no, you reloaded.
Yeah, reloaded again. Yeah.
Reloaded. Okay. Johnny. Johnny's like, this reaction heal shit's really good. Johnny's like, out here, get up, they'll take damage. What's not to like?
Oof. Good to the 8 right there.
Damage. 3 damage, huh? Maybe I
What
maybe
about?
I failed. Oh, they do succeed, so they
Oh,
take half. 1 damage. Like, I burn me.
Wait.
Small little burn.
You
No,
healed
it
him.
gets you up as well. It's AoE, it's AoE.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Hey, you got 3 points, so look at your panty in the twist.
Now he gets you when you
Just
save
enough
on
to
you
get
when you
brought
stand
back.
up,
Yeah,
You
exactly.
get to be like,
So you can use the reaction again.
I mean, fight these tanks.
You can take
Right.
it down now, easy.
oh,
right?
yeah, it's your turn, Hunter. You can take him down now.
Look at that.
I'm gonna 8 out there.
Say like I can't see anything. I'm trying
You
to like
still got the
remove
unconscious
the.
condition.
You need to remove.
Well, I clicked it and it didn't do
I
it.
did There you go. That's weird.
Thank you.
Worked for me.
Yes, kept up
I
some
had
reaction.
similar issues last time.
Wajama!
Oh,
Your feet.
I'm gonna fake out so that he has attention on me instead of
Pick
on
up
Tara.
sickle, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah,
You
yeah.
dropped it, yeah. So one action
can
for
I-
sickle, and then you still have 2
Would
left.
quick draw count for that?
No, we told
Quick
you.
draw
we
from the
wouldn't do that.
ground.
No, I'm afraid not.
Yeah, it's fair.
Ooh,
know what that rolls
okay,
for.
but Quixel,
That's
that is
not
a
my roll.
success, not a crit.
No, it's a plus 1.
He's trying to help you. He's helping you. He's
Oh,
helping
okay.
you. So you have a +1 on the overall.
Nice.
Quixel, you failed a figure. I didn't know such a thing could be done.
There we
Oh
go.
my gosh! You stand up, grab the sickle from the ground. Oh my gosh! Beautiful, beautiful. They were not expecting you to still be coming back from
Oh.
Nice.
26.
Good damage.
Okay, they are alive now, barely hanging on.
Then my last action.
YOLO.
YOLO indeed.
YOLO.
Actually, you know what? No. I am not gonna be one of his motherfuckers' crews. We'll,
That's over there,
sneak
huh?
back with my massive 3 HP.
You're like, I'm out of here.
Oh my god, he's
Back
as
to
fast as lightning.
He does have this crossbow in one hand, you know.
Yeah.
Alright, it's done. Okay, yeah, you're out of it. Okay, he really doesn't like this shit Johnny's about.
Why does he keep playing his theme song then?
Because it's just so catchy. Johnny's not here, so it's a perfect time.
Do kill
He
him.
goes to shoot Johnny with his crossbow. This would provoke from you, Nate.
Yeah, you're going down though.
I mean, we'll see. Maybe you can miss. It's possible.
Alright, what?
Can Nate miss it? Oh my god, Nate missed!
Yeah, but I have hero points, so I.
Oh, okay, so he doesn't miss. He doesn't, impossible.
not
Miss.
for long.
Oh my god, Nate hits. Of course he does. Can he do the damage? I think he very easily can.
Oh, double once!
Once.
Are you kidding me?
Damage.
You can't 0 point damage, fool.
0 point damage. Oh my god. Holy shit. Okay, and he lets out. He's got this cool also move called a combat punch, which he does as he strikes with his hand crossbow at you, Johnny.
Oh my god, he's so cool, man. Why can't he be part of a crew, Ian?
Maybe you should go back. Return, so we'll return Mitchell. Maybe there's a way. Maybe there's a way. Man, that would be pretty cool.
The captain is off guard now. Due to my.
Jacko, oh man, you're giving me ideas. Johnny,
Okay.
for 18 damage. Oh, I can't give you a ghost. That's
Just make him more familiar, you know?
Did you give me some diplomacy, Nate, on your turn on Quixel? I'll think about it. And then he flies forward over to here. He couldn't like fly and stay in there, sadly, so he can't do the cool thing. He flies through you. He doesn't have enough fly speed. It's kind of sad. His fly speed's so low. And flies up there and then goes for the Cutlass Strike. Misses. One more action left. Oh, he'll hit you with the nat 20. Oh, hit you with the nat 19 though!
Can he? Oh, he can fly and hit. Okay.
The fly and move, yeah, it's a short fly.
Yeah,
The
it's like
21
a
plus 2 from the
strike,
forceful,
move,
so
strike.
23 actually, sorry. The 2 more. That's his whole turn. And he's like, I won't go down this easily!
No, it seems like you are.
We have a ship.
It's sad. Hey? It's been a while since I've seen the ship.
We are looking for treasure.
Treasure!
No.
Where? I've been looking for so long. Yes, looking for me treasure.
Nate is calculating like.
What kind of
He can change. I can change him. I can change him.
Public or
What kind of treasure are we talking? What are you doing? I mean, what are you doing? We're kidding, right?
I'll as a free action, I'll open up my code and I'll show my trinkets and my relics.
Ooh, wait. Sorry, Nate. What are you wanting to do?
Talk my fellow captain into revealing.
So with diplomacy, were you saying?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, my
It can be.
sucks, but
I mean, you can do public. Yeah.
okay.
Everyone will see the effects.
The treasure, where is it?
He looks skeptical. He's like, I need to see some of your treasure before I know you're true pirates.
My treasure is my crew. The most important part.
Oh,
It was the friends made along the way.
Yeah, have a friendship point for that.
Should have a friendship point. Yeah, have a point, Nate. That's very heroic thing to do. He looks, he's like, so no real treasure then.
Jiggle a back.
None of diplomacy.
I have plenty of treasure here.
Can we just kill him and move on, please?
Yeah.
But he's so cool.
You wish. I'll come back. I've been searching me all death. And I'll still be searching.
Well,
As you drift.
Oh my god.
And he's like, create him like, just like stab right through his chest. And he lets out like a.
it's my crew. Okay, so that's not all.
And he's like, I curse ye scallywags! As he curses ye scallywags.
Oh fuck.
A will save.
60 feet, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it includes out there.
Oh. Another crit fail, I guess. oh, speaking of crit fail.
Holy shit. It's beautiful, Nate. You could. Okay, so we have 2 successes from Johnny and Altair. And I will say, on a success, you do feel you get a little affected, but it's not too bad, so don't get too crazy. But you begin to feel the curse of the roiling, unforgiving sea. Both you, Johnny and Altair, become sickened 1. Crixil, you fail. You become the sickened 1 as well, but probably a little hard to get rid of, And Nate, you get sickened 2 as you feel your body moving like you're on one of the worst nights of sea you've ever had. Like, at below deck, feeling yourself being tossed and turned. So you become sickened 2. And you can forget this thing about the locations of those who critically fail are known to the ghosts. You don't need to be that part of, the description. That's fine. Yes, but he does, kind of like, sink into the air as his shape becomes formless and very even more lifeless. You can now
Sinks
act out
into
of
the air?
Initiative. Sinks into, yeah, he's a pirate. He goes down with the ship, and his ship is the air.
Right.
It makes
Nice.
sense.
I just think sink is normally to me is like down. air is normally up.
He's sinking up. You know, he's sinking up. Very sad.
Okay.
He's Australian, you know.
Yeah.
He's Australian. There we go.
Explains so
He's
much.
going.
That's what's the accent you were trying, right, Ian?
Hey now. Yes.
Can you put the curse on me? I can't.
No, it's not like you can just drag on second 2. Like that's just the way to do it.
Yeah, I did, but the thing is,
that's-
you can't remove the second condition.
Yeah, we have to just remember. Sadly, I'll make a note of it. But it's like it's
No, I thought I could like drag it on like the new screen.
No, sadly not. Yeah, I don't think curse. I think there's a module does it, but not many.
Okay.
Sorry, I thought he maybe could teach us how to be a pirate.
I thought we weren't going to be pirates.
That we knew what it could offer. Much treasure. You heard him? Booty and the like.
He's literally unable to pass on because he never found that treasure.
But
Worst pirate ever.
Okay, not the greatest teacher. You're right.
Set us on the path, bro. You know, he can set us on the path, and he can do it for
I'm
us.
just. So far, in my experience, the best treasure we have found has not been at sea.
I mean,
True, we haven't done much raiding yet.
I just think if treasure is
But
your goal,
it's not fair. We haven't been on sea much.
fishing is better. I would
Crixel found
I
a
would
lot
say
of
that we
treasures
have-
in the sea, right, bro?
his own personal treasures.
You know,
I don't know how many of those are actually from the sea or not.
Collected over many years of fishing and diving.
You know, like
Sure.
Nate said.
But
you
I just
know,
if
his treasure
treasures are your goal, adventuring so far would seem to be at least the more profitable.
Mm.
Yeah, but see, that's the difference, bro. Profit, money, and treasure are different.
true.
Yes.
I'm
Only
in both-
to an amateur's eyes would they
Money can
be the same.
be treasure, but you know, not all
Right.
treasures is.
I would also say we haven't found that much gold. We found much more. I mean the treasure in the sense of items, equipment,
Yeah, that's
things that we can use.
We haven't explored many
Proven to-
ships of other people.
I mean, your
Well,
friends
true.
can be your treasure still. You can use your friends. You know.
Any,
Disagree.
anyone else feeling
Friends regardless. But yeah, could you help me out, please, Johnny?
Bleh.
I'm hungry right now.
No,
Please heal me.
Of course.
Yeah. Also, I guess can I get rid of second the normal way?
Yours,
No.
yes. You, no, him, Nate, no, me. Yes, they succeeded on the curse, so yes, they can. Johnny and Altair, you can veg up a little bit, and eventually. you
Anyone
can
I just wanted
else feeling a little woozy?
before. What is the DC on it? Out of curiosity, because
yeah,
historically I've had to do like 20 rolls to get rid of it.
Yeah, but as you put I know like they have actual it, so they're like theirs is a bit more severe,
Oh,
which is kind
oops.
of why I don't want to
That's
say
not
it
for myself.
because like
Sure.
they might get
Okay.
affected. But
Johnny,
So
heal
I
first,
have
heal
a plus
first,
12, so let's do
Plus
20
12.
d20 real quickly. I just want to see.
it's not that. Don't worry, don't worry, don't worry.
What was the DC?
What do you
Sorry, I
have?
wasn't
What do you
listening.
have?
It's a plus 12.
You succeed on the nat 17.
So,
You succeed on the 13. You succeed on
May-
17.
There's 29. Is the DC you said?
No, you don't know the DC. You don't get to find out the DC.
6. Okay. It
Oh,
takes me 6 retchings to finally get rid of it.
6 fetching, just a few seconds.
Yeah.
so Nate,
Johnny, you
can't
feel better straight away.
or
You're
like
straight.
drink water or anything.
So the way Sicken works out of initiative, yes, you're right. In combat, you couldn't
33.
actually.
Imbibe
Oh,
anything.
bro.
You can't imbibe anything quickly, like in combat.
Oh, but I
uh,
can
you
eat.
you can. It's just like you're kind of having to like hold
Yeah,
it
yeah,
down, and it kind of is really difficult, but you can do it. Yeah, it doesn't just kill you. Yes. As Tom was trying to say, you heal for 33 out there.
Oh, thank you.
Spends a few minutes here. Yeah, but after a few minutes pass, Quicksilver and Nate, you still don't feel much better. Still feel this roll in the waves.
Myself?
Hmm.
Uh,
Who is shaking the ground?
Oh,
ah,
no, I don't fail for the second.
You
By
don't
the
fail.
way.
You don't fail.
Damn it, I need to roll for myself.
Yeah, Nate, someone's shaking the ground for you as well.
But you have like a +1 from your good mud or whatever.
Is mud not good mud now?
Well, again, he wasn't
I
actually
mean,
sick.
I wasn't sick.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just saying.
Yeah, but you also have a +1 right from the good mud.
Is that actually a thing?
Yeah.
I thought it was like a +1 item bonus or something.
Yeah, when you get to third, when you hide a third level, it gives you a +1 item bonus.
Right. Got it.
Interesting.
Almost should put it on your fucking.
Something to note, yeah.
Normally use it, right?
But I do
Yeah.
just for everyone to know, I got to go in about 10 minutes at most.
Okay, sure. We can just kind of wrap up at the end of this. Yeah.
Just so that you didn't try to like do something. Too
Sure.
crazy.
Does the guy have? Oh, no, he was a ghost, huh? Yeah.
He was a ghost, but he had to give you loot in a different form.
Yeah.
Yes, he does not leave much behind at all. A little bit of dwarf ectoplasm, as it's commonly known.
Let's give him a
Yes, I recognize it clearly.
heal.
Yeah, it recognized it. It looks like the other ectoplasm you found.
Ah,
I don't know why you're being so
Almost
weird about it, man.
relief washed over me.
9 more out there.
How much more?
39.
39. Sweet.
In the
Good rolls,
chat.
good rolls.
Yeah, Johnny really
Good
found the good mud.
Ah.
Yeah, in a matter of
Absolutely.
20 minutes, everyone's
Yeah,
feeling
'cause
a lot-
normally
a
he
lot
saves that
better.
shit for everyone else but me.
But now no one else is hurt, you know, so I can...
Yeah.
True, I'm the only one who got my ass kicked. That makes 2 fights in
I
a
did-
row.
I did this
Am
well.
I the new
I did this
Crixel?
well.
What the fuck is wrong with me?
The curse has been lifted.
No.
I've secretly used my eat fortune. Wait, no, that's the other way around. I've given you
You
misfortune.
use that like soul charm thing on me, you asshole.
Yeah, you drained out there the life force. Okay, I mean, if there's anything else you want to say or do, we can. Otherwise, maybe it's a point to
Good
stop
place
as you
to
kind of keep preparing.
Continue travel and stuff, but yeah.
Exactly, continue traveling.
I pick up my rapier that technically I never dropped on my character sheet, but it was here.
I think I could maybe, I don't know, cliffhanging if within 10 minutes, I can maybe do something a little quick. As you start, traveling on the road again, as you get over further, after another maybe a hour or two, so, you're a little bit further now, you all now start to hear a drumming sound. This time, you don't even need to do a perception check, because you can do it to kind of see where it's coming from.
My beak is inches from Altera's face.
See out there.
So, that ghost captain must have done something to us.
Oh, hallucinating, huh?
Yeah, and anyone can be perception check trying to figure out how close, what direction, but you can all hear it now, and it's clearly it's not loud, but it's enough that you're all trained, what's it called, kind of people who have good perception. And wait, no, some of you are pretty bad, so maybe I'm lying. Nate, you this time, you're like,
Literal
everyone's
mud
like, oh,
in
there
your
it
steel.
is. Everyone's like, you hear that, and Nate's like, there's nothing there.
Collective hallucinations.
Exactly, they're all going crazy, Nate.
Yeah.
The others are just talking about the drums like it's there. And Johnny and Altair, you're quick. So you think rough direction, but Johnny and Altair, you both are it's over in that direction, right? And you think it's still kind of you're right now. You're kind of on the wrong side of the river compared to it. But you think if you kind of cross over the river and ended up more walking next to the mountain, you'd probably see the source of it within maybe half an hour. I'm not sure exact distances, but probably somewhere in terms of that distance. If you wanted to go try to find out what it was.
Do we?
Take the bait.
Yeah, we gotta do the cliffhanger, right?
Yeah, but the clipper might be seeing what's causing the sound.
Yeah. So,
He wants to know to make sure,
You
is
wanna
he
know?
preparing that thing or something else.
Yeah, I mean,
I hear the
I've-
drum.
it's gonna be a big cliffhanger because we can play next week.
Shout it out, so it's not something that can bite us in the ass later.
What
It's not,
Bite us in the booty.
Just follow us, Nate.
it's not as crazy as you guys are thinking. Don't worry. As you followed over, and the sound gets
Just some guy.
louder.
Yes,
Just some
oh,
guy.
nuts.
And yes, up to a certain point, you sound getting very loud. You think maybe it's only a few hundred feet away, and then it pauses and kind of stops. But you're so close that you just kind of continue heading in that direction. And indeed, as Altair just suggested, as you see through the fog, you see just some guy. As you see a figure who's now kind of resting with it back against the kind of mountainside. They are huge, Like they look like a human, like a Mwangi, someone from the deep sort of Mwangi jungle, but they are maybe like 8 to 9 feet tall. So maybe like or like almost like I mean in our whole superhuman size, like we're talking bigger than Shaq, but with a build similar to Shaq. Like their build, they're filling
Like wait, Prime Shack or like Shack now?
Prime Shaq, like
No.
actually Shaq now, maybe a little between, like a little between. Certainly not like Prime Shaq would never die Prime. Let's be real. But like really big, like probably 2.5 meters, like big guy, and you see they have 3 kind of decorated wooden drums. Right now they have like 2 kind of like next to them. They seem to almost be like taking a break, relaxing. You see they have like a kind of almost like a wine skin in one hand, as they have like the big wooden drums, kind of very ornately decorated with these kind of like white carvings like next to them. And as well as like this kind of all looking like kind of flint-tipped spear kind of now resting aside the mountainside. And there was another one of these drums, so like kind of 2, which almost like you would wear them in front of you, and then one more, which almost like it would go in your back. And yeah. And as you kind of like walk up and you see this figure, he like turns to you and he smiles. He's like, "Oh, good to see some living here." And we will end there as you encounter this strange, ghostly drummer man. No, he's real. Sorry, he's not ghostly. I don't want to say it that way. But he does have like
The
ghost
ghost of
motifs.
Collins.
Like, he has
He's got ghost motifs.
the drums, like the drums are like there's something about them. It just looks a little.
It's a little spectral.
Like they are really like oversized. It is a little confusing and like kind of the scale was a little strange, but good. But after you
Nice.
see this individual, we will end there. Nice. Okay, and then we will have the cliffhanger for a little bit of extended time because I am away next Sunday. Traveling, yeah. So I'm afraid.
Safe travels.
Thank you.
Where are you going?
Luckily not on Boeing, so no worries, right?
Yeah. Where are you going now?
Should be fun. I'm visiting home in the UK. So I'm going
I
over
just
Easter.
love that Boeing
That'd
is
be
so
nice.
bad that like places
Oh,
like
that's
Kayak and other websites have started
Yeah.
to offer a thing where you can see what type of plane it is. You can say, I don't want to be on a
Yeah,
a
that's
730
true,
Max
that's
or whatever.
But
737
also,
Max.
now's a pretty good time to look up flights on Boeing. They're pretty cheap. So, like, it's not bad.
True.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you value your life more than money.
Dude, there was a guy that. There was a guy that like right after disaster happened somewhere, he would like book a flight there because it was super cheap.
Yeah, exactly.
He would just do that like.
Like, right now is the
Yeah.
perfect time to visit concert halls in Moscow. Like, perfect.
Yeah.
That's maybe a bad joke. Maybe that's like too super.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, I
No.
read about that guy. When the
Yeah, but I
third
mean, it's
track
true, right? I mean,
happened,
they don't do a test
Don't,
track like twice in a row at the same place. Like,
yeah,
Usually not.
it's like
Yeah, World Trade Center and stuff,
No, I just
Yeah,
don't
like,
like
not
Boeing in
5 minutes
general.
out.
Yeah. Like you're standing there like in the towers. Oh,
I'm not fucking crazy,
surely not lightning.
Like right now, it's so cheap to fly in the US, right? Like, I'm so tempted to do this. I've never
To
been
the
to
US?
It's pretty cheap. Yeah, it's pretty
Nice.
cheap. I think it's like I
Do
can
it.
find like Boston for like
Let's go to Utah, boys.
actually cheap. It's pretty cheap.
Yeah, that's really cheap.
It was like I think, and it was like I'm not even like in a big city, right? And like I mean,
Right.
Copenhagen, it's big, but it's not like a huge airport, and it's like under
Yeah.
$300 to fly to Boston. And like under $300 is fucking kind of crazy to get to
Right.
like the US.
Yeah.
No.
It's really, it wasn't like
Did you
never
get? Is
been-
it in general from like in Europe or just?
I'm looking at it from Copenhagen because I look
Okay.
at flights quite a lot,
Right.
but it's probably similar. I think right now it's quite cheap. Flying to the East Coast is like pretty fucking. I can also fly to like
Right.
I don't know, like Washington or Boston are like really cheap to fly to.
I mean, we still need to do like a yearly meetup, right? Want to do it in New York or something?
Yeah, you're not wrong, by the way. I just looked, and even like this, a very quick turnaround, right? So like within the next month, tickets are $600 right now, USD,
What? That's
to go from Salt Lake
Salt
that
Lake. Now
includes-
that makes sense. Salt Lake.
Right.
Yeah.
with the connecting flight. So it's still like, but if it was just
Yeah,
from the
yeah.
east, it's probably closer to like 400, which is
I can see flights.
incredibly cheap.
I can see flights to Salt Lake for just under 600, right? Yeah, to Copenhagen. Yeah.
Is Salt Lake City one of the gambling cities?
No.
No.
Oh, you wish, Jacob.
Gambling is illegal in Utah.
So,
Yeah, Atlantic City, I guess.
Nevada right next to you, right?
What is
Nevada.
Nevada? Yeah. I mean,
Nevada.
Nevada. Oh, Discord crash. How am I crashing?
like, get it's about 8, 9.
England fucking followed in
Crazy.
89
For 9 hours in Vegas,
It's fucking
I'll
insane.
pass like 2.
It's too fucking big. Like what?
It is so big.
Dumb.
Yeah.
How can that be one
Yeah.
country? How are you got one country? When are you gonna just make it into all individual countries again? Like this is dumb.
Honestly,
You can't have one country. It doesn't make sense.
Sometimes kind of wish we did.
Right? Because it's just like it's why all the politics is so
okay.
fucked. Like how can you have like a consensus in a place like this? Just have
We
fucking
don't.
4 fucked up countries in the south, and
Yeah.
then just have the other country be normal, please. Like just.
But even there, right? It's in the U.S. It's all based on population density more often than not,
Yeah. Okay.
right? Because like,
But man,
yeah, sure, we can say that like Georgia is typically all crazy right wingers, like Alabama, but there's like
Yeah.
definitely Atlanta is like
True.
75% minority, and it's like
same in like every country, right? Where all the
Yeah.
cities are
I mean,
just
big
fucking like
cities,
left, and all the
that's
fucking
the big
rural is
difference.
right. It's just
all
like
the
cities
rural
can go
areas,
shit
the
things.
farmers or the boomer crazy.
So why can't the state just succeed and the city remains? You know. The ci-
Why are we not just city states? Let's go
Yeah.
back to city states. Then.
exactly.
Like,
Well, there's a new movie coming out about what a modern civil war looks like, right? Or what it would look like.
Actually, yeah.
It's just called Civil War, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Looks
Maybe
pretty
a
cool.
little too real for me.
Yeah, from all the way across the ocean, it's
I have an uncle who's like hoarding guns and shit like that because he's like, the next Civil War's coming, man. And I was like, oh,
That's
okay, we'll never talk to you.
fucking
He's the one who literally
Oh man.
yelled at my like 89-year-old grandmother about 2 months before she passed away because she didn't vote for Trump.
That's
Like
fucking-
screamed at her.
unforgivable. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm sure.
crime! Oh no!
It's like actually.
he's an
No.
insane person. And that's unfortunately way too frequent in
Yeah.
rural Utah. Anyway, I gotta go. So
Yeah.
thanks for the game,
Yeah,
guys.
good.
Yeah, fun.
In a couple weeks.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye guys. Bye.
Bye bye.